green screen.
Okay.
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 All right, we good?
Yeah, I'm Gucci. Yeah.
Okay.
We're still level 4, right?
Probably.
Yes, we did not level
Are
up.
other people also level 4? Cool.
I'm
Cool.
still
Just
point to
checking in.
yes. Yes, it looks
Okay.
like you're all still level 4.
Sweet. Just checking
I
in.
can
Just
tell
checking
you when I remember to pull up my character sheet.
in.
You're all
Okay,
still
good.
level 4. I'm looking at them.
I
Level
loaded my character
52.
sheet.
Ugh.
I have dice.
Yeah.
What I admittedly do not remember is how many days you have left. I've completely blanked on that
Is what?
before you leave.
I
It's
don't
in my
know,
notes somewhere. I have not found them.
like probably 37. That sounds right.
Yeah.
No, I
Like,
think
at
it's
least
closer to
100
either
days.
tomorrow or the day after. I'm just not sure.
Oh.
At least 100 days.
I was gonna say
Pretty sure
37
it's
is
either
like
tomorrow or the day
that's
after.
like a beautiful prime number because it's 2 prime numbers, but also it's
I'm
prime.
pretty sure it's 2.
A
right,
million bajillion days.
It's
Gotta
like
go
well,
I
fucking
do
prime,
think
dude.
it's 2.
if you're gonna make up a
Yeah.
I do
statistic, it
think
could
it's
either
2.
be 37% or 67%. I stand
watched
by
it
that.
not long
I just have
ago.
to
It
find-
was 2 days. It's 2 days, and the thing's supposed to take a week journey, but it was 2 days. in 2 days'
I'll
time.
believe. I'm
I
inclined
watched
to
it not
believe the
long ago.
person who's watched the last session twice. So
No,
Well,
I
no,
didn't actually watch
well,
the
it's
second
only
time,
2
but-
days. I just can't remember if it's tomorrow or if it's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah. How bad
genuinely
was
think
it?
I
when
think we
watching
met up in the
me?
morning, and Von told us in the morning about it, and then we were gonna
Okay.
go shopping.
Oh, okay. So you have 2 days then.
Yeah.
So you have today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
I always worry when people go back and watch the video that they'll be like, "Oh wow, she was not paying attention. I don't know what she was doing."
Oh,
My
God,
secret
we're
check,
all
I'm never
friends
paying
here.
attention.
Yeah. We're all friends here. Nobody's gonna pick on anybody. Except maybe.
Yeah, if anything, they'd be asking, "Where's Ethan right now?"
No, we know that.
I can hear him, I
That's-
just can't see him.
Yeah.
which player
Wait,
is
is
the beige wall? I like them a lot.
There's no object permanent, so if we can't see Ethan, he doesn't exist.
We're all like babies.
You should like post up a picture of yourself behind you on the wall, so even when you're not there, it's still a picture of
That's
you.
actually a really good idea.
I thought I heard a
Get a
voice, but it
cardboard-
was only the
I
wind.
was gonna say
I
the
have an
cardboard
idea.
cutout. Oh God,
no.
please don't actually
Yeah,
have
get
a cardboard
cardboard
cutout of yourself.
It's gonna be like a picture of his dog that he commissioned with this. Like,
Oh,
Literally
yeah.
that. That is actually
Yeah, I
what
would've
I'm
said
branding
that.
right now.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Nice
say,
call.
I would assume that, yeah.
Ooh.
have y'all seen the picture of his dog that
Yes.
he?
I'm sure I've sent
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
It's very good.
Oh, I
I
can't
just
find a hammer,
remember-
so I can't put it in.
because we were all furloughed, and Ethan comes back to work and he was like, "Guess what I did with my COVID check while I was furloughed?" I was like, "I bought a generator, buddy, but that's fun. It's okay, Ethan. You can come to your house and charge my phone when Savannah loses power."
Heard.
You say word?
Yes.
Heard.
Okay.
Oh, I heard herd.
I also heard.
Well, yeah,
heard.
heard. It was heard, but same
Same thing, yeah.
tomato potato.
Well, it was
Potato,
really the
potato.
generator was a really good investment because a hurricane has not hit Savannah since I bought a generator 3 years ago.
And it's because of what you bought.
Exactly. I was like, I spent $500 on this generator and I have not used it once. So
Sublime.
preventative maintenance. Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
It's a
D20
blap.
love. Cool.
All right, we good for real? There's no more cutouts anybody wants to try and go find?
I make no
Respect
promises.
is so,
Good.
but
0 promises.
that's fair. Da, da, da.
I mean, I might remember I forgot something in a second, but I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay. View. That's enough of you, I said.
Oh, that was a bop.
He goes, Semi enjoying it also.
Don't worry. All right. So, when we... Oh, God. No, I'm way behind. There it is. Okay. That was from August. Welcome back, adventurers, to the mid-sized city of Ormershire. It is as you left it, a city enjoying the surge of tourists and visitors who bolster local business for these couple weeks, during a festival dedicated to honoring the dead and their legacies. In your time here, you have accomplished much. You successfully infiltrated the Whitestone Temple and O'Dowd estate. You discovered the hosts of that estate to be missing, and their beloved steward murdered, all while violent dead wandered nightly into the town, kept at bay only by guards and battle-ready volunteers with homes and businesses on the outskirts of town. Over the course of your stay, you ventured to the cemetery ahead of festival goers to put down an angry spirit in the depths of an ancient tomb. You witnessed the successful opening of the festival and placated an angry giant creature that appeared to declare the dignitaries thieves. You were celebrated as heroes and participated as such in the festivities as they went on. Now, with the undead seemingly calmed and no longer rising in the dark, you find yourselves with another job on the near horizon, one offered to you by the wizard advisor to the Mordecalian Empire. You agreed to escort him to Ashenhurst for a large sum of gold, and have some time to prepare and tie up any loose ends before you leave. You are currently bartering with a young smithy named Henry, who has regarded all of your garb, and while not unimpressed, can certainly see some room for improvement. He is once again looking at you all, taking you in, wiping the back of his neck with a soot-stained hand. Listen, if you're willing to pay, I'm happy to put in the work. All of you don't seem to be wearing anything too terribly, protective, so it shouldn't take me long to reinforce something. Who all is looking for an improvement?
I do not have much money, but I may be interested, if depending on the price.
Since you're the first to look up, he smiles at you and says, oh, perfect. Well, come here. Let's see what you're wearing. And he gestures for you to step in close.
Gonna regret his life choices and walk forward.
As you walk forward, you get within arm's length, and he takes the front of your vest and kind of pulls you another step and just starts to tug at the fit of your clothing. He feels the thickness of the leather you're wearing, and you see him kind of go, ooh. And then he not forcibly, very gently but firmly turns you around, looks at the fit of your curious on your back, and you hear him go, okay.
I'm very red in the face.
He turns you back around and gives you a nod. So check this. It shouldn't be too much to fix this up for you. I've done more with less, truly. You said you didn't have much gold, and I can understand that. We're all in a bit of hard times right now. Could you swing 35?
He has that covered.
I can do that.
Okay. So I'll just need you to take it off and leave it here with me. It'll take me about a day.
Okay, I can do that. Gonna start.
And he watches you kind of awkwardly shrug off your armor. And you are doing this in front of the forge. All of your party members are behind you, also watching. And it is a very busy street. And Vaughn is watching intently. It is a busy street, and that while what you are doing is not unusual, especially when passerbys take into account, oh yeah, they're at a forge talking to a smith. You definitely do feel every now and again a passing glance that you are unfamiliar with, and makes you feel a little bit on edge.
I'm gonna just hunch in a little more, take it off as quickly as I can, and then try to get behind people.
So you are in your threadbare tunic. Keep in mind that means you have no armor class.
Okay.
You have your dexterity, I believe, but none of the bonus you get.
Okay. Thank you.
So he takes the leather curious and folds it over his arm and goes, "All right. Anybody else?"
I don't know what
Me.
we'll get into, but I will also.
I would like upgrades, please.
Yeah, I mean, if we are studding leather armor, I am down to have my leather armor studded.
Is exactly what he is doing. And as you all begin to step forward, kind of like, "Oh yes, me also," and he kind of steps back a little bit and goes, "Well, I
Have your work cut out for you.
I'm very happy for the business. I just want to make sure you all know that I'm willing to honor the 35 gold piece a garment, but it will take me a day per."
Okay.
Well,
We unfortunately don't have
really,
that timeline.
I figured many of you touristy types are just working your way through.
Well, do you have any ready-made that you could give us a discount on if we give you our old armor that is in good condition?
She says as
Go
we
ahead and
walk
make-
down a hallway of spikes.
Go ahead and make up. Almost called it a charm check.
Hey, it's basically that. Persuasion, I am assuming. Dang it! That's a 9.
Just
Yeah.
a 9?
Yeah, well, it was a 4, and it got better, but yeah. Yeah.
Just a 9?
Yeah.
So he kind of looks at you as you step forward and make that offer, and he seems endeared for a moment, but perhaps not in the way you were hoping, just kind of a, "Oh, honey." And continues to say, "Listen, I'd love to help you out, but I promise I'm quite busy, especially with the amount of business we have in town right now. A day is a generous offer, and I'm willing to put in all the day's work I can, but unfortunately, I haven't had much time to make anything else in the meantime. I'm about cleared out."
Well, yes, no, you're very kind. I was just being hopeful. I understand that quality work takes time. I will let the others get theirs done, as I am less likely to be in front of pointy things.
I could see that. You have the face of somebody who doesn't belong in front of pointy thing.
There are no scars yet.
We
Yes.
only have a day, don't we?
We have 2.
Yeah, today and the rest of today and then tomorrow. So you guys could both probably get yours done, I
But
think.
No. I was
Someone
going
go.
to say, Darby, I think that you should get yours done. And I also will not be in the middle of pointy things. I look over at Solace.
I smile.
Well, I would be willing to give up my position because maybe the cleric would be better to have armor class than I.
No,
I am better from
Relm.
a distance anyways.
it's all right.
Or-
You stepped up first. It's entirely fine.
Vaughn, you don't wear armor, right?
Slows me down.
Okay.
The less I'm in, the better.
He barely wears anything ever.
I'd fight naked if I could.
And he could, probably.
Mm.
But
Well,
AC
I
would still be
still think-
17.
Exactly.
Might as well.
I still think perhaps it would be better if the cleric and Darby were to get their armor. I can get it in another town.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt your negotiations there. Did you say you only had 2 days?
That's correct.
Yes.
You know, the festival is going on for a wee bit longer. You can't stay.
We have a job we must
We
get
know.
to.
Yes.
Oh, I see. again, it's not unexpected. People show for the festival and off they go. But listen, what I was trying to get at is if you maybe, make it worth my while to spend a little more time working a little faster, I could possibly get a third done.
How much is your while worth?
Well, see, I'm not trying to drive anyone bankrupt. I genuinely would like everybody to survive, especially if they're wearing my armor. I'll rush the last job for an additional 30 gold.
I'll do it. Done.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So if you'll just go ahead and doff your armor. Now keep in mind, try not to get into any fights while you don't have this on. It'd be a wee mice more squishier without it.
Oh, don't I know it. I'm going to walk over to Vaughn. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to say, I need you to undo the strings. Because my armor is like heart-shaped around and it's tied at the back like a corset.
And then he'll like, do I roll for this? No, I don't roll. Do I?
Do you like to roll for this?
Can you undo a knot?
Do you like to roll a performance?
Yes, of course, it would help.
See how casual
His hands are a little flustered, but it'll help.
I am observing all of this with interest.
I have a shirt on underneath.
It's not that, it's the interaction that's happening.
Yeah, it's all the hands,
Intently.
places, and like the thing.
Darby
Yeah,
is
there's just a
also
lot.
watching while just casually undressing.
Made the train.
I mean, Relm's also watching.
Henry is also watching a little bit.
Henry, you pervert!
Oh, okay.
If
You know-
you're
you know,
going to watch, you could at least knock a little off the price. I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to watch. That just started happening in front of me.
You told us to
Maybe-
disrobe.
You should maybe invest in a curtain, perhaps. That might
There's
be.
plenty of curtains in the store. I didn't say you had to doff it all here.
Ah, well.
You just started
Oh,
taking off your
face.
clothes. I figured you were used to it.
It's on
That's
top of my
awkward.
clothing. It literally is not me taking off any of my clothes. It's just
I don't know. I
the
think I saw
armor.
your tummy for a second there.
Scandalous.
I wanted Henry to be like, yeah, you did.
You didn't see my tummy. Did you see
Okay,
my tummy?
I wasn't
Not
looking.
all of us. Not all of us are shy. Here is my armor. Take it.
He'll take it and throw it over his arm.
Are you done? Is it off? Wanna
See,
start
it
yanking?
does feel a wee intimate when she says it like that, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm going to adopt your accent now.
Yes, I noticed that.
I'm sorry. It's just an old habit.
So
I hand my armor over.
okay, so he'll
Slightly
take that
blushing.
and perhaps a
done.
little
And
more
angry.
delicately drape that over his arm and say, "All right. So I won't demand you pay up front because I trust you're all honest folk, but I expect it to be around the tune of what did I say? I've already forgotten. 125 gold altogether. 35 and 35. That's 70. I'm sorry, kids. I'm very bad at math. That's 70. And then 35 for the next one would be... Oh, you should have stopped me sooner. That'll be 135 gold.
Yes, 135.
Of course,
I
divide
will-
amongst all paying.
Yeah, yes. The 30 that is just for you. I mean, 10
Darby
each, I-
Pill is just counting out 65 gold pieces.
No.
No,
Darby, I'm going to pay for half of that little tip.
but
That is very
I
kind of you.
well, I don't. I have some money. Don't have. some
I'm
tip
no,
for them.
no, Relm. I will cover your fees.
You can.
Oh,
God, this guy is gonna
You're
murder
covering-
all of us.
Solace
You're
is just like,
covering
these
realms.
fuckers have been loaded the whole time.
You're covering
Kinda.
Relm's entire fee. me.
Okay, I'm just going to go over and I'm going to... Wait, he said we didn't have to pay right off the bat?
No,
You
you don't
owe
have to pay
50.
right now.
You owe 50. You owe 35. Darby and
Just-
Brynn,
I was
50.
just going to give him
Realm
the
35.
whole 135 and you guys could just pay me
Oh.
what it is that you want. Or that you owe.
Sorry. Thank you. Oh, everyone is very nice.
I'm going
Okay.
to hold out 50 gold pieces, and whoever takes it from me can have it. Here you go.
There's a moment where like Henry is looking at your hand and looking at
If someone
Brynn
were to
and like,
take it.
do you usually pay your fares this way? Just kind of throwing money out into the abyss?
We're
Money
new,
is
working
very
together.
new
Oh, it
for
feels-
me. I
Yes.
just started using money like yesterday, so yes.
Well, as a traveling minstrel once taught me, you never count your winnings when you're sitting at the table. And I think that means something about not counting your gold in front of people.
Stop flashing your cash.
Flashing your cash.
All I offered was what you were charging me. What's this about?
Yes,
did-
but she's
you did-
offering to pay, and he's talking about something about paying, and you just thrust gold out into the conversation.
Okay.
If I
Let's
don't use it for armor, it's going to get stolen by a clizzard. It doesn't really matter to me. Just
That's a
take the
whole
money.
other story.
I'm sorry,
I'm
stolen
not
by a
going
what?
with-
Nothing.
Picking
nothing.
up, I'm gonna look around.
No. You should really be aware of this. There is someone in a cloak who might be a cat or a lizard. We're not sure, but they stole all of my money.
And they stole from me as well. I don't remember if it was all.
They
I'm
stole
going to
from all of
gently
us.
reach over and
I-
take the money from Darby, and then I'm just going to go ahead and say, we're going to pay in advance, and I'm going to give him
I-
the 135 gold.
As Brynn pays, I
With a
take
bonus
Darby's hand.
5 gold, because, oh my god.
I'm gonna take Darby's hand, and I'm gonna take Relm's hand, and I'm gonna pull them both gently out. Okay, we're gonna go on now. While Brynn
Listen, we need
pays,
to
like this is
check.
a group effort, and I hopefully Von is capable of taking care of himself. You know,
Yes.
hopefully
He's still just kinda
hopefully he's not
standing
like,
there
"Oh, we're
being
taking
like,
his clothes
"Ah."
off. Sweet.
Like the only one keeping his clothes on, ironically.
Oh,
Wild.
sure, when I do it,
This
it's
one
wild.
This one time.
Again, I didn't take off any clothing.
It was more the act
Darby-
of it, really.
Well, I apologize
red
if
in the
I
face.
offended. I'm not...
I don't know if offended is the word I'd use. Anyways, he'll take your gold and go to put it down in his pouch for now. He looks over his shoulder and considers briefly entering his forge, but seems to think better of it. So I'll have all 3 of these ready, probably by the end of day. Not tomorrow, but day after.
That's lovely. Thank you very much, Henry.
Pleasure's all mine. Pleasure doing business.
We will see you soon. And I'm going to turn around and go catch up.
You know where to find me.
Have a
And
good day.
Vaughn, as you kind of linger behind, like he'll look to you and be like,
And then he'll turn around and follow.
And she missed the whole thing because she was
I sure
ridiculous.
did. I
No,
did.
it's nothing. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. Not at all.
I feel like it was. I was trying to figure out the money situation.
Would I be able to roll a perception check and look for a clizzard?
Yeah, I
Anything,
think-
anything of interest?
yeah, go ahead and look for Blizzard or anything of interest.
That's cocked, but it's natural.
No,
20,
the
but it's
only
cocked,
thing
so I'm
Realm
gonna
is
roll it.
interested in Clizzards. If it's not a Clizzard, Realm is not interested.
Okay.
One
Okay.
day Realm will
Insect
find Blizzard.
13
Or a Calder
plus-
problem.
One day, one of these rolls will pay off.
One of them.
It's like,
will.
what? Yes,
There's
you
gotta
do indeed
be-
spot the Blizzard.
There's got to be a dirty joke in there that we have like not paid attention. Like they're
Oh, there's
struggling
such-
this hard to find the Clizzard.
Such low-hanging
Like,
fruit.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Okay. So with an 18, you sort of instinctively go to scan the crowd as you are escorted from the heat of the forge.
Taking two
You
hands,
notice not necessarily the first thing on your list that you are always looking for. You don't seem to spot anyone or anything that matches that description. But as you do glance around, you do intake that it does seem still fairly busy. It's getting a little bit later in the day. And you catch just a little bit of rowdiness from a crowd before everything seems to migrate into one of the buildings and things carry on as usual.
What building?
You see
has
an actual
curiosity?
cat.
See, an actual cat, you're just not sure if it might be a lizard.
I'm gonna stare at it really. But do I see what building they're going into?
At this distance, you do not. You just sort of notice commotion in a crowd further down the thoroughfare, and then it seems to disperse.
Okay.
Well, that was eventful, certainly. I feel very naked. I don't.
You as well.
It's not
Hood is up.
Didn't Henry say something about Ophelia's being a place to see about your sword next?
Couldn't hurt.
It may also be a place where we can buy, well, if we have money, buy potions.
I cannot really, but I might
Fair enough.
barter with no. There isn't. All right, well, let's go that way then, I guess. Naked and afraid.
I would let you use my armor, but I think it's too small.
That is very sweet. It is probably too small. I am very
Although now I want to see it. I want to see Darby try on Solace's armor.
I am very.
You're like 1.5 feet taller than her.
It's like
Using
putting
the chest
on...
piece as a van brace.
Yeah.
It's like,
Perfect.
The most
way
that
the
we need to do
ancestors-
is avoid a fight.
I mean, that should
Now
be
that you
Easier
put
said
it
than
into the
done.
universe.
None
That's all we have to do.
of us are particularly confrontational as long as we keep Relm away from Calder, so it should be okay.
yeah,
With the
I need
Cleric.
us to alter. Like, I want to bookmark this moment of foreshadowing right here. Like, in mental note.
we open
None
the
of us
door
are
to
par-
Ophelia's, and Calder and Blizzard both are just in there.
None of us are particularly
time.
confrontational. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Van.
So, as you begin to wander down the thoroughfare and take in the buildings, mostly to your left, as to your right is the large expanse of the Ormer Lake. And you can see some ships are docked at the harbor, some even further away, just sort of anchored off the ports. But it does still feel very busy, even for the port and even for the amount of ships that you can kind of count on the horizon. You pass building after building. Many of them seem kind of crammed with people coming and going, and there's people shouting to one another along the street, some of them peddling wares, some just trying to reunite with their parties. You do eventually find what you're looking for in the shape of a building, a little bit taller than it is wide, with mismatched windows up the building face that are shaped like portholes of a ship. The door is thin, but it is tall and arced at the top to create a wide oval shape. Above that door hangs a rickety sign with shaky letters painted and fading, saying Ornatia's.
I'm going to go in.
Yes.
Okay.
I will follow.
Are you all going in?
Yes.
All right. So you all file in together and find yourselves quite immediately cramped. The tall building not only doesn't have a lot of width to it, but it is lined with shelves upon shelves that are all packed very closely together. So you enter this space and immediately feel kind of claustrophobic. It is cluttered and busy in here. It smells something that could be pleasant, but it's definitely been set on fire recently, and it just kind of hits the back of your throat as like, do I like that smell? You can see fairly clearly through the very center aisle, which is in line with the door, a small, old, worn wooden counter, behind which works a thin, frail woman, her white hair pulled back into a tight bun up atop her head. She is sorting through little vials, each containing a different color of glowing liquid, and reaching to place it atop a shelf that she works beside. When she reaches, you see her hands are bone-thin, weathered, almost skeletal. The fingers a little bit longer than they should be. What is all of your passive perception?
You want me to tell you, or are you looking?
16.
I have it somewhere. I have
14.
it.
15 also.
No,
Yep.
16.
15.
I have 15.
I
Yeah.
have 16.
12.
So,
Aw, sweetie, we know you're distracted. It's okay.
He
so
just undid.
Brynn, you notice, it's weird that it kind of stands out to you, or perhaps it feels familiar, but those long, bony fingers are stained black.
Familiar how?
Well, you just feel like you've seen it before. So, this woman, she's reaching to put things away. She's very thin, skeletal, her frame cloaked in a robe that's far too big for her, and a woolen shawl draped over her shoulders in such a way that, like, at a first glance, you think witch, but then you see the shawl and the way she looks to you and spots you and smiles, and her eyes wrinkle up, and then you think, oh, Grandma.
Grandma.
So, what are you doing?
I look over and I say hello.
She sort of perks up a little bit, and she goes, "What? Dear, you're gonna have to come closer."
Okay. I walk closer. I go to her.
So you approach the counter, and she turns away from the shelf where she was putting away stock and looks at you, folding her hands in front of her, and smiles. And as you near, you realize that she's probably a foot shorter than you. But
okay.
distinctly human seeming, and she smiles up at you with beady eyes and welcome, welcome. Come in,
Don't eat any
all of you
cookies.
and your friends. What brings you here?
Now that I'm closer and like looking this woman over, is there any way that I can determine why it's familiar to me? Why she might be? Or her hands might be?
Let's make a general intelligence check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. Calder has the same kind of fingers.
Gross. Hate it.
Like facts, like, oh wait, I didn't know, so never mind.
Yes, hello. We were coming to see you about a magic item we have on our person, and was hoping that somebody might be able to tell us something about it. / my friend about it.
Oh? And, what have you brought today?
We step aside and gingerly gesture towards Darby.
Will Smith
Her head
style.
tilts even further back.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
It is this sword, and I will very gently unsheath it in a non-threatening way and very delicately just hold it in front of myself.
She reaches up towards you, her hands out, long fingers outstretched, and waits.
Be very careful. It is a little heavy, and I will very gently put it in her hands.
So you put it in her hands and you all watch for a moment her go, whoo! A little heavier than I was anticipating, and it thuds down onto the counter.
Oh no, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I got my fingers out of there. I've done this before. And she's reaching under her woolen shawl and pulling a little pair of circular spectacles that are attached to a golden chain, pushing them up the bridge of her nose, and she starts running those blackened fingers over the length of your blade in a way that you're almost kind of like, oh, maybe don't do that, it's sharp, but she seems unaffected. She lingers a little bit on the hilt of the blade, specifically the encrusted gems, and then draws her attention back up to the tip, tests the point, and makes a sharp little tss, but you don't spot any blood. And she goes, well, it's certainly magical.
That is good or bad?
Certainly
Is-
information.
What sort of magical is it?
Oh, the kind of magic that costs money to find out, my dear.
Oh, okay. How much money does it cost to find out?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm really good at this.
You have a lot of presents.
Okay.
Do I? I rolled an entire.
The burn on your
4.
shoulder totally helps.
Oh wow, you did. I feel better about my 9 now.
She kind of laughs a little bit, and she goes, my dear, I'm happy to tell you that this is a magical sword for free, but you're asking me to cast a spell to identify what kind of magic. Spells cost money, and for this one in particular, because you're such a colorful bunch, I will strike a deal with you.
Okay, what sort of deal?
I want you and each of your friends to tell me a secret.
I could do that, but I feel as though my friends are not going to be as willing to tell a secret. Can I buy their secret? And without secrets, how much would it cost?
I'll take it for 50 gold pieces, but that's kind of boring.
I understand. Who feels like telling a secret?
Empties his pockets and like little moths fly out. So who's feeling like sharing?
Who
What
feels
kind?
particularly
What
open?
kind of secret?
Something you haven't told anyone else in this room.
Are these sold privately?
Looking away, I'm looking all around at the shelves. Very interesting store.
They can be privately, or you can share them in front of your friends. You are friends, right?
Not.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
the best of friends,
Yes.
of course. Like best friends, pals.
Surely there's no secret between best friends then, and even off the off chance you weren't best friends, secrets do bind people closer. Tea, anybody? And she turns from the counter and goes to waddle off.
Sure. Did she
Well,
take
that's
the
a
sword
spoiler.
with her? Because if
No,
she
it's
didn't,
still
I
on the
was-
counter.
I'm just very gently going to put it back.
I mean,
So
if the rest
Wait,
of you would like to.
I don't
Sure.
want anyone
we're-
to feel pressured. It is okay if not. It's okay.
I
I
don't
mean, she
trust
does
what she.
know. Just like, she is right. We're going on a trip together. I've shared one of my biggest secrets with all of you.
I'm
And
not
would you
worried
share
about.
another?
I don't really
have
think
another.
you guys are going to take my secrets and do nefarious magics with them. But I worry that she might. I'm a little scared.
That is yes,
But
that thing.
I just do worry
Then-
about this sword biting us terribly badly later.
Listen, I have a plan about the sword. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
If we don't do the secrets, I can pay for it.
I can also assist in paying for it.
I don't have
I
much,
will
but I
tell a
can as well.
secret.
I don't.
If we can get away with it for free.
All right. I mean, she didn't specify that
not-
it has to be any sort of important secret.
It could just be what color your underwear is. We don't know that. You didn't tell us.
I'm not
That's a
going to
secret.
tell you.
I mean,
what
we
color
kind of
my
saw.
underwear is.
But
We don't have to tell me.
That's fine.
I'm not going.
Do
We're
not
all
tell-
going to be in the room. Are we not
I'm
sure?
not gonna
Then
tell
you could
Grandma
go
what
to-
color my
She,
underwear is.
she said you could
said
say
you could do it
privately.
Yeah, she
I'm
said you
still
could do
not
it
going to
privately.
tell Grandma what color
I
my
would.
underwear is.
I would
That
be
seems
more
like
likely
a
to do
fairly
that than
innocent
anything
secret.
else.
I mean, what does it matter if we know what color your underwear is?
It doesn't seem. Are
Anyway.
you not, Brynn? Are
What?
you not wearing any underwear?
How did we get from me not wanting to talk about the color of my underwear to why were we talking? I'm going to go in the back for tea.
I like tea sounds lovely actually, and I will go too.
Did we decide to tell secrets? I'm just talking
think
to
so.
Relm. Did we decide to tell secrets, or are we not doing
Yes.
that? I'm very
Yes,
okay.
we're telling secrets.
Okay.
If
I
can
definitely hurried off after Grandma.
Yeah,
We're going
I'm
to-
following, but not in a hurry.
We're going to give Relm just a very nice pat on the shoulders and just sort of usher him along with us.
So you follow Ornacia into the room just off of the counter, and you find it feels much like the rest of the store does. The ceilings are very tall, but you feel very cramped in here. It's a small room, probably 8 by 8, with a small circular table right in the middle, pillows strewn all about it, and a little crystal ball sitting in a tiny gold circlet in the middle. Ornacia herself is at a little inlet of the wall, and you can hear the hiss of flame and the bubbling of water. Take a seat, everyone. Are we all okay with herbal?
That sounds
I
lovely.
prefer
Thank you.
herbal, actually.
Nothing for me, thanks.
But do you have a little bit of your hot bean water left that you could sip?
Oh, that's for a special occasion.
Oh, okay, I understand.
It's probably also kind of cold by now.
That's cold bean water.
Cold, hot bean water.
Yum.
Cold
Some people
hot bean
prefer
water.
their bean water cold.
Cold brew bean water.
So you all
I got
settle
a
in
seat.
around the table and just kind of sit there a little awkwardly and uncertainly while you listen to Ornacia as she clinks one little teacup after another on the table and pours 6 steaming hot, piping cups of tea. And one by one, she comes and places one in front of each of you, even you, Relm, although you had said you would not like to partake. And she sets one in front of herself and then sits down comfortably and says, "So, who's starting?"
It is my sword. I guess I will start.
Okay.
Oh, so just okay. So we're just going any secret. Then,
First, there is a process to
First?
this.
okay.
You must share your name with the group.
It's a sharing
Oh no,
my
it's
name.
team building exercise.
Oh God. Grandma,
Next, you
take
must
our
tell
tea
2
bills.
truths and a lie.
Oh,
Then we're gonna pick partners and we're gonna do a wheelbarrow race.
yeah. And now I want personality bingo.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Just have some trauma.
my name is Darby.
And as you say that, you hear something quiet go. A little snap. I don't know if that picked up.
Oh, this
There we
is a
go.
ritual.
Mhm.
This is totally a ritual.
And you hear
Oh.
echoing around you, "Darby, Darby."
Oh, I don't like this.
Don't give your
Immediately.
full name.
So I give my name. Now what do I do?
You share your secret.
Okay. My name is Darby, and my father is a half orc.
Oh. And Ornacia sort of sweeps her eyes over all of you to kind of watch your reaction. And then eventually,
Explains the height.
Never met a half-orc.
I was thinking that.
and as people whisper about your secrets, Darby, they don't hear it so much, but you hear, explains the height. Never met a half-orc.
We just sort of shrink in a little bit
Aww.
Oh no.
and stare at it. Nothing.
That's a good secret. Who else has one?
I will go next, but I am going to write mine down, and I'll hand it to you.
Oh, okay.
And she pulls out a little.
Sorry, that freaked me out a little bit.
She pulls out a little bit of a bit of parchment and writes something down very discreetly and rolls it up, and then hands it over.
Okay. She takes it, unrolls it, and she reads it.
I will DM it to you as soon as I find you. And she looks a little embarrassed, but she's smiling.
And she just kind of chuckles a little bit. And then she holds up the paper and rips it up slowly. And scatters all the pieces on the table in front of her. Which was a good secret, too. Okay. That's 2 down. 3 to go.
I'll go next.
Is anyone going to ask about the voices?
My name is Vaughn. And
Hi,
my
Vaughn.
secret-
Hi,
my
Vaughn.
secret is,
I'm an alcoholic.
that is part of the ritual, is it not?
It is.
So this is you first. And we were on a pilgrimage of peace, but at the very beginning of this journey defending Brynn, I killed someone for the first time. And I'm scared of how good it felt to let loose.
There's kind of a pregnant pause that follows that. But Ornacia just keeps smiling. Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah, you can give him. It's just pass over.
Yes,
Give
Critches.
kitty. Give kitty. This is kitty butthole. The best end.
I'm going
You cannot. You cannot.
I'm gonna reach over
Okay.
from the chair that I'm in, and I'm gonna place my hand on Vaughn's arm.
He'll put his hand over hers appreciatively.
That was
We
a
will
good
look at-
secret.
We're going to look at Vaughn. Not judgy. It's just kind of an understanding.
It was a good secret. All right. What about you, miss?
I suppose. I suppose since we've given such heavy secrets, I should probably give a heavy one. I was once in training to be a priestess for a very dark god. And it didn't exactly live up to the hype. Yeah.
That is why you are here now.
Doing something I'm a little better at, hopefully.
Seem to be doing just fine so far. Sorry, the kitty butthole again. I get distracted, every
And it
time.
ended up turning
Yeah.
upside down too, and he was just kind of flailing. I also had to.
You got something in your camera now.
Yeah, I'll put your camera cover half. Also.
There it is.
So Ornacia smiles at you, still very kindly, not unlike a very understanding grandmother, and says, "It was a very good secret. Thank you for sharing. Now you, young sir, don't think I've forgotten about you. Looking away doesn't make the problems go away."
My name is Ren. And I am wearing gray underwear.
That was a good
Just
secret.
sort of clap my hands.
Right. Go ahead and make a deception
Red.
check.
D20? Yes, it is. Sorry.
Wait,
I
are you
hope
not
so.
wearing gray underwear?
What the fuck, Red?
Okay. 15 plus 2, 17. Haha.
It's a good secret, Ren. I mean, it may have been better had you shared that you weren't wearing any underwear, but I'll take this one too.
Am I the only
That
one that
would
just
have been
doesn't wear
better.
underwear?
I also. It's okay. I don't. That's okay.
Stop
Get your
it.
What's underwear?
I don't know.
So, Relm, as you kind of sit there a little bit self-satisfied, you hear the whispers of your friends echoing, "Am I the only one that doesn't wear underwear? It's okay, I don't either. Why is every question about underwear?"
My goodness. Just okay. That's
Well, we've learned we learn things. We
I
learn
learned
things.
nothing of you or Brynn.
He doesn't. He wears gray. Doesn't wear underwear. I don't know. Something about his underwear. It could be gray. It could be non-existent.
right.
We don't
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And no one
Can
will
we
ever
talk
find
about the
out.
voices now?
What voices?
What voices? What voices? What? And she's just sitting there smiling. She takes a little sip of her tea.
Can I ask what kind of magic is going on back here right now?
"Oh, whatever do you mean?" And she smiles big and wide, a little mischievous.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Can I go pee real fast?
I'll allow it.
No,
Thank you.
there's no
I'm
pee.
Sorry. I have.
There's not a saving throw,
No, it's only if I decide to probe deeper.
so you get the surface value thoughts.
Yeah.
You get with some very good secrets. Feel like I've learned a lot. Neat.
Oh my god, she's fun. Sorry.
No, god damn.
That's where I sit with it.
All right, brace yourselves. Oh god,
Braced.
it's bad. He's bracing. He is also bracing. You were not supposed to brace.
Hello.
He's gonna.
Welcome back.
Yeah, if I probe any deeper, she'll know that I'm in her head.
So
I sip my tea.
I'm just kidding.
I'm tempted to look over at the people that didn't share secrets to use my spell, but I don't.
We all shared secrets.
Everyone.
You
shared a
didn't
secret.
share with the group.
I still shared a secret. So
You
she's
never-
sitting there, smiling, looking at all of you, and so, how are we all feeling?
Honestly,
I f-
I'm a little disappointed that two of our friends didn't share anything along with us, but
The option was there from the start. It didn't have to be public.
it
I
didn't.
don't blame
But
them for taking advantage of that. It's rude.
it makes you don't blame them for not trusting you with their secrets?
Oh, you guys, I will not tell a stranger.
There is no offense. You're lovely. I think nothing but great things about you. But that is fair, not to want to share your secrets with a shopkeeper we just met. Also,
It's
my accent is floating
fair.
away again.
Looking to
It's
see if I have a spell for
entirely
this.
fair. You're allowed to tell me whatever secrets you think are worth the trade you're making. You don't have to do it publicly either.
Question.
Answer.
Brynn, have I seen you use mending before? Don't you have mending,
I
cantrip?
have mending, yes.
Okay. So, Solace sort of reaches forward and like scoops up the torn pieces of paper and puts them in her hand and then offers them to Brynn.
What?
If you want my secret, you can have it.
You didn't want to share it, though.
If you want it, it's here. I'm offering it to you.
If I may make a little interjection, I think your young friend here was just wary of sharing it aloud.
I'm just standing there, and sitting there, like I'm holding it out with the scraps of paper.
Guess I'll gently take it from her hands, like gingerly.
Yeah.
And a little, kind of like a small smile comes back to my face, but I don't do anything with it yet.
Okay,
Just
if you
hold on
mend
to the paper.
Okay, if you happen to mend it later, I will DM you what it says,
Okay.
and you can decide what to do with that.
Okay.
All right. Ren, would you like to amend any secrets that you've shared in light of your friend's disappointment?
No, I will share with them. I will not share with you. Sorry.
Very fair. Very fair. The sword is cursed and it has an angry spirit attached to it. You're welcome.
But it
Oh, what?
And she sips the rest of her tea very loudly. Kind of a...
Like cursed? Cursed
I'm
how?
immediately. Darby's immediately holding up his hand. Like, just calm down.
How many more secrets do we have to pay to get more information?
Calm
Did you
down.
know it was cursed?
Everyone calm down.
Did you know that the curse has been activated?
Darby!
I didn't know. I didn't know
What
that.
kind of a curse does... What happens? Do you know that? Because I have 50 gold and I will absolutely
Would
give you
I-
that if you
would
tell
I
me what
know?
it is.
What I feel and how I feel? Or is
You'd
it
know...
just blind, like...
You know what you'd felt, and perhaps that it's not quite normal. And
Ah.
I... Make Make an Arcana check.
I'm really good at that.
Guidance!
You said that last time and you rolled a 4.
Not
No,
this time, though.
guidance!
This time
Guidance!
I rolled. Are you really doing
I'm
guidance?
really giving you guidance. I said it before you rolled.
You
Okay,
did.
what does guidance do again?
Guidance that gives you
D4.
a D4, an extra D4.
Okay, let me roll a d4. So with that d4, it is a 23.
What?
So,
Ah.
knowing that it is a curse and it has been activated kind of clicks in your head that the way you'd been feeling when you used the sword wasn't entirely your own feelings. It wasn't natural. From that, you're sort of able to discern what the sword does to you. You're aware of its effects.
What does it do? Have you noticed any changes, sorry?
I have, yes. Hold on 1 second. I have to write something down. Yes, I've noticed.
Noticed? Question mark.
So sometimes when we're fighting, I very pointedly put down my notebook.
Yeah.
I noticed sometimes when we're fighting. Also, do we want to have this conversation here with this lovely grandma? It's fine if we do.
I
I
mean,
just know some of us are a
she
little
knows.
secretive.
Is
I
there
know,
a way
but
to...
I
already
just...
knows, so.
Yeah, alright. If I understand, but like
No,
on
I'm
that
fine
note,
with it. I just want to
She
make sure
already
everyone
knows, though,
else
doesn't she?
Is there-
It's us girls that are out of the know.
Yeah.
So
That
sometimes
is true.
when we fight and even though I don't use the sword, sometimes when we fight, if someone hits me, I get really mad at them and I want to kill them. I want
No,
to kill them,
Oh.
Vaughn, it's not the
and
same.
I do sometimes try to do that.
Um,
But
Do you feel like you can control it?
I want to believe that I can eventually.
you can't
have an
control
idea.
the curse.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Well,
What's
But-
the idea?
So maybe the spirit is angry, much like the giant lady you carry in the stone in your bag. Whoops.
Boy. Oh boy.
You just hear the slurping of more tea.
Don't
like it's
It's like
it's
a
extra
popcorn
interested slurping.
don't have that
probably
in my
already
bag.
knows.
No, I don't
She
have
All the hot
already
tea.
knows.
this.
She probably already knows.
I
Do you
don't
have
think
something to
that-
dispel the
certainly does
curse?
know,
Can I
so-
buy that? Is that a thing?
I don't want you to dispel the curse.
I'm going to buy it
told
just
you.
in case.
Is it concerning
I'm
though if
attached
you
to you
want
to this
to
curse.
be cursed? That's the part that seems.
The curse is making you say that you don't want me to break the curse.
The curse is not. The curse
It
is not
could be.
doing anything to me
It's,
right now.
but that's what it
Well,
wants you to
then-
say,
then
so that we
because-
don't do anything about it.
It's not doing
curse-
anything to you because you're not fighting with anyone right now.
Right. Well, we're
Right.
arguing, but we're not fighting.
Well, that's good. You should tell us if you feel the urge to murder any of us. That's important. That's a secret you should
Well-
share.
I'm gonna
What-
go up
what?
and smack Darby in the face.
I look concerned for the
Are you
first
really?
time
No.
in a long time.
Hey, oh my god.
Slap me in the face.
No.
Or do. It would be interesting.
No, she wouldn't. She doesn't have the fucking courage to do that.
I just,
I could give it a go.
sometimes spirits. I mean, if you want, I don't know what will happen. We can test it here and now. Maybe
do
not
we
in
want
this
to
nice
test
lady's
it?
shop.
Because I will.
We do.
Oh, no,
Do you
it's
want
quite
me to
alright.
hit you in the
This is
face?
safe
This is
room.
armor. No one's wearing any armor. It's
Please.
And
Vaughn
you don't
has
have armor
armor.
anyway.
Vaughn will be fine. I will be the one that gets fucked up. I
Well,
don't have any
no,
of my
that's
shit.
No,
not-
let us
no,
not.
no.
We'll
Does
do
it
this
gauge
later. We'll
the
do it later.
amount?
But why do you want to be cursed? What about the curse do
I
you
don't-
like?
I don't want to be cursed. If a spirit is angry and stuck in a sword, I feel like I should try to help it.
So you want to help the spirit, but it's not that like you're not sort of attached
I'm
to
not
the
like
cursed
in
part.
love with it or anything.
Well,
I just
that's
think that
I blush and I look like a very I just sort of
okay, like if I were stuck in a sword and were angry and one of you picked me up, I would hope that maybe you would try to do something to help me.
Do you want to decurse the sword, but you don't want to decurse the sword?
Well, I want to decurse the sword in a way where the spirit is happy and can maybe move on. I don't want to
I
just
look at our new
decurse the sword.
bestie and I say, "Can we release the spirit? Can the spirit be released?"
Quick counterpoint on that. What if the spirit was cursed or put in that for a specific reason, and if we let it go, it's going to wreak havoc in the very place that it is?
Then it should probably stay in the sword, and I think the sword is best with me.
But it doesn't have to be best with you and cursed on you. I'm just saying.
It's like a ping pong match. She's just
Darby.
I think yes.
Ornacia too is just.
What would happen if one of us by accident hit you, or perhaps influenced over something? But what I worry what would happen then.
Then you all have my permission to do what you have to do.
We don't want to do what we have to do. That's the whole point.
Me, but I think maybe I haven't really had much time to talk to this. Just give me a little time. Give me a little bit of time.
What if it can control you? It just needs more time to do so.
If I start acting out, I almost said out of pocket. If I start acting weird and abnormal outside of fighting, then I don't know.
What language does it speak? I could try speaking with it if it's draconic.
Should we? Yes, they try to communicate with it.
But I can talk to it now if you want me to.
I don't.
Have you been talking to it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Like we should be sharing this here. I don't think we should be having this conversation here.
Oh, I don't mind, dear. It's okay.
Oh, of course you don't mind. You wanted our secrets. Of course you don't mind.
Do you have something to dispel curses just in case?
Yeah. I would.
I can whip something up. Yes.
How much would that cost?
100 gold pieces.
This just really feels like you don't trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's angry spirits in a sword.
I don't trust. I don't trust
Solace,
anything that can speak to you.
You were just talking about the rock that I have, and that thing literally came to life and tried to kill us.
And the sword hasn't done that yet. But you have your rock, and I have not bought anything to dispel the curse on your rock, have I? And I'm going to get up and walk out.
Would you like me to identify your cursed rock?
Is it cursed?
Is it?
I don't know if it's cursed. Is it cursed?
But
I jump up
could
and
you
follow
find
Darby.
out who's in it if you identified it?
The
Sorry, there's someone in your cursed rock?
No. Yes?
Do you have any potions to buy? Potions are very important.
Listen, I have to make a confession. All of this was just sort of a parlor trick. I do it for fun sometimes when I get a little lonely in the shop. The whispers, it's just a thing I can do. And you hear, a thing I can do, a thing I can do, a thing I can do. And I do it to, add a little bit of zhuzh to the thing. And true, your friend's sword is cursed, and there is an angry spirit. I didn't lie about that. I would have also done it for free. This was all just a bit of fun.
I'm very glad I didn't share a secret now. You don't deserve my secrets.
I am chasing Darby and trying to grab their sleeve.
Her name is.
I'm not trying to stop them from leaving because this This is probably a good time for them to leave, but I'm just trying to like be a part of.
I will slow down when I notice Soul coming after me.
I have nothing to erase
Oh,
memories.
this is where I think this
She
is.
doesn't actually say anything. She just sort of takes Darby's arm and like kind of pets it.
Thank you for the service that you provided today. And I think now is the time where we should probably step out. Unless there's anything else that y'all need.
Do you
I
sell
mean, I have an
potions?
idea for a shop we could open.
When this whole adventuring thing really runs its course, we could just open a shop.
And get strangers to tell us our secrets and ruin their
The fun part.
friendship.
We're going to kill so many friendships. We'll ruin them.
All of them.
They'll never make it out of town intact. It will be beautiful.
Oh. She just like goes to sip her tea and then realizes it's empty and looks to the three of you and kind of leans over, looks for the nearest one that hasn't been touched, and slides it over to her to resume drinking.
Push his towards her. He hasn't touched it.
I can cast those spells, by the way. I am a very accomplished wizard.
Do you have potions?
I do. What are you looking for?
Health potions, I think.
I will trade them to you for one secret. Of course, I'm kidding. No, these ones actually have a price. They are a little bit expensive to make. It will be 50 gold pieces.
Oh boy.
Do
we
we
don't
have
need
any
health
health
yet, do we?
potions on us?
That's a
I
good
think
question.
we used the 2 we got in that tunnel that I
think we
tried
got
to
them and
forget.
immediately had to use them.
What kind of potions are they? Do we know?
I assume
You
they're
Healing
have an
good.
potion. Potion of healing.
They are... When I find the right page.
I would contribute, but I'm outside.
Yeah, 2 people have left the conversation.
Hmm.
Potion of healing.
Is that like 1d4 out of curiosity?
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Well, that
depends-
actually
I
is
think that depends
significant
on
at
you.
our level.
Yep.
That's pretty significant at our level, actually. Or could be.
I'll buy a potion of healing.
Excellent. That will be 50 gold pieces.
I will
give her
also buy
50
one
gold.
on Relm's behalf.
Another 50 gold, please. I have one more in stock. And because you guys have been such good sports, I'm willing to offer it at a discount.
I am worried that
At a
I have been
discount.
deceiving. I do have some
If
money.
someone can afford it, I'll
I
pay
mean,
you back.
It's very,
Just throwing that out there,
very
you know.
appreciated, but
Minor meta.
I mean, you could buy this third one on the discount.
okay. I will do that. I will. I'm here. I have money, a bit.
You have a bit of money. Do you keep it
Yeah.
stashed in those grey underpants of yours?
That is.
And she fixes you with a
for-
very knowing look.
This is
La, la, da, 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 da.
Still, this was, a little more than I bargained for. No regrets. But I will sell it to you for 40.
Okay. I will take that.
And she shuffles out of the room, but you can hear her with every step. She doesn't take very long strides, and it does sound like she's wearing little slippers. But she goes back to the shelving she'd been working on behind the counter, and you can hear the clinking and sloshing of 3 different glasses being brought together. And she comes back to you with little bulbous jars with a glowing copper liquid and distributes one to each of you. And we'll take your gold.
And we'll take your gold.
And we'll take your gold.
Do I see any kind of like items in the shop Like, are there just potions?
So are you leaving to go wander around? You're all
shot?
still seated in the little tea room.
Okay, yeah.
Alice and Darby left.
Well, I'll hand her the gold for the potion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you by any chance are stocked with enchanted items? And or can enchant items?
She squints at you and seems to be thinking for probably longer than she needs to. And she goes, I'm not an enchantress. My acceleration is mostly in potion. I do have more than just health potions. Like, for example, and she'll turn and hobble. You hear the little ch-ch-ch-ch of her slippers as she shuffles out of the room. And she comes back with a little tray with 3 different glowing glass bottles of different shape and size. One is watery and kind of a sickly green in color. And she says, this one I crafted just the other day, and it makes the user, when they put it on themselves, very lubricated and slippery. And this one, and this one. And she takes the one in the middle, which is kind of brownish in color, and pops off the lid, and you're kind of bracing, but it smells very, very warm, kind of like fresh bread in the oven. And you kind of remember how hungry you are in that moment. She goes, this one, when you drink it, gives you the strength of a fire-breathing dragon.
Vaughn could use that.
And then one more. This one here. And she lifts it up, and initially it's just dull and black, but she gives it a little shake, and it lights up this very bright blue. That's a bonus, but what it does is when you ingest it, and she pops the cork again, and you kind of lean in, hoping for that nice, fresh baked bread smell, but instead it smells like rotting fish. That last one gave you the breath of a dragon. This one gives you the unbridled strength of a giant.
Oh, that's
Inside
fun.
check. Is she telling the truth on these?
Make an insight check.
Also, while that's happening, I can't find it in the store, the
Guidance.
healing potion, just like normal. I can only find greater, superior, or supreme when I search it.
You might have to custom item it.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Should be there.
Fuck!
It should
12.
Be there.
I
So
put it
with a
in
12,
bushes
she
or
seemed to be being honest.
I am personally okay without any of these.
Potion of healing. Right.
Yeah, there's actually only greater.
Oh, weird. That's very weird. It's right here. Healing, common.
Okay, are you talking about like the potion of fire breath is one of the ones that was mentioned?
Potion of fire
Hill
breath was
Giant
one of
Strength?
them, yes. Potion of
And strength.
stone giant strength.
Okay, I don't have stone giant, but I see hill giant in the option. Oh, there's load more. Okay, yeah.
I have to be.
Okay, we can take a quick pee break to figure out our sway our options, process our
Okay.
trauma, and we'll be back.
I need more time than that.
Too bad.
Darby uses strength, right? Probably. actually do want the potion of fire breath. Hell yeah.
Dude.
What's up,
Dude.
Dude.
What's up?
So, like, I'm interested in each of these potions, but I want to know
Mhm.
prices. Because they don't show prices on these. Although I don't see the lubrication potion. I'm assuming that is a generic or a homebrew.
Have you tried looking up KY?
Do I make it a
I have
custom
that
item
then.
for
We're
the
good.
common?
The lubrication is a potion of oil of slipperiness.
Oh, okay. So, what are you selling these at?
Well, the going price for each, and she holds... Shit, son. Blech. She holds her hand over each one at a time. And the first one, the oil of slipperiness. This one will be a neat 50 gold. And her blackened finger hovers over the one in the middle, the potion of fire breath. This one, 150 gold.
Oh boy.
And if you're detecting a pattern, I challenge you to guess the price of this last one. This potion of giant strength.
Well, I'd have to say 250.
You would be wrong. It's 1,000 gold pieces. But I can see why you would assume that. That was a very good guess.
Okay.
Thank you for this strange conversation. I'm going to go check on my friends, and I'm going to walk out.
I can help if you would like something. You've already paid a lot today.
In many ways.
Shush.
Sorry.
I appreciate that, Brynn, but I think we can come back later if we need to.
Of course, I'm open all year round. I live
All
here,
right.
you know. Lived here a very long time.
Well, thank you. And we may return. And then he'll turn, and he'll also follow after Brem.
I welcome you to. Maybe next time I'll tell you a secret.
I'll hold you to it.
So, Solace and Darby, you had left quite a while ago while the others stayed behind to hash things out and talk shop. What are you doing?
Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say, how far is the lake from where they are?
Probably about, give it like 100 feet or so. Like you
Just
step
walk over
out
to
and there's
that.
crowd and then there's lake.
We're just gonna walk over to the lake.
Did you take your sword on the way?
Yes, the sword is with it.
Damn it.
Solace is kind of holding onto Darby's arm, and as they start to head that way, she'll be quiet for like a minute, and then she'll say, I trust you. I trust you.
I appreciate it. I truly don't mean to put anyone at risk. I just think I could help.
I think that everyone was just surprised and didn't know, and they were worried because they do not want you to be harmed.
Perhaps that's not the best environment for that discussion to happen. But
Maybe
I
not.
understand.
Maybe you could find out more about the spirit in the sword, and it might help you, and it might make everyone else worry less.
That is the hope. I do just truly want to know more and to try to help whoever is stuck in here. Maybe not be so angry.
I think. And when you say you speak to it, does it have a is it a person?
It feels like it feels like it was a person once, right?
Yes.
Like it still seems humanish.
But can it tell you its name or where it came from or how it got there or any of those things?
I could ask. I don't think I've ever really asked its name before, but I could try.
Maybe that might help. If we're a particularly bad person and we knew its name, or maybe even if it was someone who was not bad and who was cursed in a different way, that maybe we could know that, and maybe that might be better.
I suppose if nothing else, it might help put everyone's mind at ease. Tonight, when everyone goes to sleep, maybe I will try to see what I can find out.
Maybe you shouldn't talk to the sword when you're by yourself, just in case.
That's fair.
But I'll sit with you if you want while you talk to it.
I would not mind at all.
Okay. And I think that would make them feel better.
I think so too. I'm sorry for exploding. It was very cramped in there, and there was a lot of stuff being said, and I got a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, and I do not think your other secret was such a. I don't think anyone thought anything of it, really. We are all of us interesting people. Yes?
We are, and I truly don't think anyone thought anything of it. It's just, I don't know, it got to me, but it's okay. It'll be okay.
It will be.
So, Relm.
Can I? Yes. No, I'm sorry. Go for it.
Can you what?
Sorry. I was going to ask if I could do a little thing with Van.
Oh, sure.
What are we doing?
So he'll when they're walking out, he'll kind of grab Van's. Is Van wearing a shirt?
Yes.
No, he's new to all the
Because
time.
I'm
What do you
wearing a
mean?
shirt?
You've not been following?
In fact, he's wearing the oil of slipperiness.
you can't grab
Oh
him.
God!
He slips right through your hands. But he looks stunning. Go ahead.
He's gonna grab Van's sleeve when they walk out, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. My name is not Ren. I just wanted to see if she would know that I was lying. It's Relm. It's
Thought that was your secret, Ren. Okay, that makes more sense.
No, I just wanted to see if she would be able to tell that I was lying.
Oh, okay. Well played.
But
good call.
Thank you. But I just want to thank you. It feels a little bit like you are maybe looking out for me a bit, and and I'm just grateful.
Of course, me and you started on this journey together, and I haven't forgotten that.
I haven't forgotten either. Okay, that was it.
Yeah, and then we'll catch up with the others.
Yeah, now we'll catch up to everyone.
So you exit the shop and find Brynn sort of standing there already, looking to track down Solace and Darby, and you do spot them through the crowd, just on the other side of the road by the lake, and sort of weave through the people moving as best you can, and eventually all reconvene on the boardwalk.
Did you guys
Are you
buy
all
anything
right?
interesting? Cool.
Well, I almost got you a potion, but it was worth more than my life, so I did
Oh.
it.
I would
Well,
not say that, but
I don't know that much in that shop would be worth more than your life. So,
Have you had 1,000 gold pieces in your pocket before?
no. No, I haven't.
No, I have not!
No, I have not.
Neither have I, but I can only imagine.
I'm gonna walk
Did
up
you-
to Darby and I'm gonna reach down to take his hand, and then I'm gonna put the potion of healing in your hand.
Aww.
Oh, thank you for this. I'm sorry about what happened back there. It was not my proudest moment.
Don't think it's all right. You don't owe me an apology. I pushed, but please do take it as a way of me worrying for you.
I will be okay, but I appreciate it. I think everything will be okay.
I'm not worried. If you get out of hand, it gives me a chance to see if I can knock you down, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
He's itching to punch me out, so just let Vaughn loose. Let him go. Let him do.
We're not going to let him beat you up. We're not going
I
to
won't
let him
unless I
beat you.
have to.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. But
And hopefully we will not have to.
Darby, my only request is that you tell us if you think that perhaps you cannot help this person after all. Just trust us, perhaps, to know. Anyways.
because the sword has an angry spirit in it, does that count as a creature?
In this case, you don't know.
So I have an idea. Maybe I'll be able to, read its mind / communicate, because I can talk back to it. So if we can't physically get a response from it, maybe I can talk to it. Maybe.
I will keep that in mind, but I have spoken to it before. So I think, given a little time, maybe I can do something.
Alright. Just you to make the decision then.
Well, was there another store that we wanted to check out?
There is the Rickety Cricket, and I am hungry.
There was. Oh.
So,
I am
I'd like
craving
to
some
know.
baked bread for some reason.
I'd like to know
Something
what's
what?
still so
Baked bread?
busy around here.
it's just,
The festival, I think.
it seems like industry, but
I wonder if there's something going on that drives people to be here?
A festival?
Specifically? No, not just
Can
the
we-
festival.
well, it is. I mean, can we look around and see what most of the people around here look like they're getting off a hard day's work, at a
Yeah, going in a direction.
Going
Going
in
in
a
a
manual
specific
labor. A what?
Do a perception check. You don't really know what manual labor looks like to these people.
Yeah,
don't.
man, I'm gonna do one too.
I rolled a 22.
If I do one, it's for the Clizzard.
Fuck!
Oh, this is my first roll of the night, and that does not bode well for me. 7.
It's nighttime, right?
Is that
Right.
It is not
It is.
nighttime.
I hope
It is
not. God
still
almighty,
very
would
much
you imagine
daytime.
wasting the first day on this?
We just wasted 12 hours.
Oh god.
Okay, cool. Well, then that makes that like an 11. How do I get roll lower than like my passive perception?
You're actively looking for something you're not going to see.
No. It's too many people. I'm not used to it.
I mean, overwhelmingly, yes, it is a lot of people. For the most part, none of you really discern one way or another. If these are workers or visitors, it is difficult to really draw a line. There is something to be said for the amount of humans versus less human races. In that, as busy as it is, and though there are a few here and there, it's not as common. And when they wander by, they look a little bit more lost than the rest of them.
Like the humans look lost?
The non-human.
The non-humans, okay.
Well, if we have no more pressing business, I am going to go find myself some lunch. And maybe a drink of something. But
Maybe someone there will know something.
Is
I
there
don't
yes?
know.
Is there anything that we should be asking the locals here before while we are in town?
Have you seen
We-
Klaus?
are meant to
You
be
know that.
asking. We are kind of curious about Klaus, aren't we? And that whole family
we
and
not-
that whole situation.
Did we not get directions to an estate?
We got
We did.
directions
We haven't
to...
gone there yet.
No, I
Yeah,
think that's
on
along
the
the way.
way.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, but
It. Hold on.
Keep us-
I pull out my notebook. Hold on.
I feel like we heard about 2 farmhouses or 2 things on, and one was on the way and then one was opposite. I don't know. I got really confused with my notes.
It's
and then-
amazing things are actually in notes. It's in the notes.
Klaus's family estate, I'm pretty sure, is to the west. To the west.
which is where we are going, I believe. Excuse me.
I think Ashenhurst is to the east.
So we're not going
Hold
that
on.
way.
Hold on.
I thought it
Did
was
they say how far
southwest.
out of town Pippa's farmhouse was? Was it Klaus's farmhouse?
Oh, and yeah, no, they did say that. They said it was like 2 hours, and then he was still arriving on time, and it was very shocking.
No, that's because I watched him teleport.
What?
He can teleport.
No, well, actually, I didn't know that, but
I
Oh,
watched him
that's why.
teleport away.
oh, I thought he just ran. Okay, that would explain why
He was just
didn't
really
try.
fucking fast.
He was really
Moving
fucking
through.
fast.
I would be
No,
down
I
to grab some
watched him.
dinner and then head out to that estate as our next big lead, because I do think prioritizing this investigation is key.
But we
in
don't
these
have
next 2
any
days.
armor right now.
No, we don't. We can't.
We don't.
We can't
We
go
could.
and
We
die.
could.
Expect a
And
fight
I-
at Klaus's estate?
We just have to be
I mean-
non-confrontational.
I
put on
also
our
watched
best
Klaus go
smile.
back into the basement after we were in there.
That with that armor
Yes,
every time.
I remember that.
So, like, I think it's suspicious, and I do think that if we're not careful, I think there might be a fight.
A foot?
A fight.
Oh, sorry.
There might be a
There
fight
might
foot.
be
There might
a
be a foot.
singular foot.
There might be a fight. We don't know. But I agree. We should probably get food before we do anything. And then, I mean, if we're going to limit ourselves because majority of us are naked, what
I'm
else
not
is there
naked.
for us to do? I mean naked loosely in that we don't have armor. So what is there for us to do? If we're going to limit ourselves because we don't have armor, what else is there for us to do?
I'm like checking to make sure my stomach
the
or my
only-
back or my side isn't showing.
I feel like Darby is just shirtless under a cloak. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, I'm curious about the rickety cricket, but only curious. We don't really have to go.
We could go there for a bite. My
Oh,
accent
is
is
that-
drifting
is
again.
there-
I think it's a tavern, isn't it?
Oh,
The Rickety Cricket is a
that
tavern.
makes some sense.
Do you
Kitty
think that the
Cricket
Rick-
is
Off
a
the table
tavern.
record, but
Do you
we
think
can
that
give it
the
a go.
rickety
Well,
cricket sells
The
So we
rickety-
could
like
go.
actual crickets?
I mean, maybe they do sell crickets. Have you ever had? I can't not do
I
it now.
do not want to eat crickets.
But
Do you think
have
that
you
that's
ever
all they
tried?
sell?
Have you ever tried the cricket?
I would try one.
Have you
do.
ever had one?
No.
Just a gentle roast cricket, lightly seasoned. Have you ever
I
had one?
don't really want to eat things
that's
in the underdog. It doesn't really go well if you just eat random bugs and stuff.
So to the rickety cricket.
Yeah. Solace looks like she agrees with Darby. Like, I mean, sometimes you eat the, you know.
We should, yes, there's been many an
If you-
unsuccessful fishing trip where we had to eat bugs. Eh?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've needed to eat bugs, but again, in the where I'm from,
Well, if you ever are in that position, I can make you a really tasty bug. Don't worry. It won't
I-
even taste like bug.
I really hope that I'm never in that position and I start walking.
I just sort of shrug and I'm like, and if I'm in my other skin, I just sort of eat, you know. And then I just sort of stop talking.
I eat whatever, whenever. So
I like my crickets fried. I like my crickets stewed.
I know how to cook a good cricket. Don't worry about it.
I would try
But-
one.
I do think it is worth going to investigate the house. Naked or not, I think we should go do that.
No, go for it. I saw you put your hand up, so I thought.
No, I'm sorry. Wade is like above me, so I was just pointing up like, yeah.
They're above
I
you
see.
for me too.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I'm not opposed. I am curious. I kind of fear that Klaus may be there, and
I gently
Well,
make my way through the
okay.
crowd because I've already started walking.
At this
Only
point, you guys are migrating and talking together towards.
yeah,
Ah, okay, we are walking. Okay, cool.
Yes, and you're
We're
walking.
And we're
So, like,
walking.
we just go in with the mindset that we are not in fighting shape. We're just there to gather information, and if something happens, we run. We don't stay to fight. Not today. We just run.
okay. I'm not opposed actually. That is interesting. As long as we know how long it will take us to get there, which I'm
I'm
not sure if we know that. Do we know that?
To Pippa's farmhouse?
Yeah.
You were correct earlier. It's a couple hours of a walk. And it is just on the outskirts of Ormershire.
And is it on the way towards Ashendown?
Ashenhurst? Yes.
Ashen down?
Ashenhurst.
Ashendown? Yes, it is in the same direction as travel out of the city towards Ashenhurst is.
Yes. Yep.
No, but then I don't really want to do that while Klaus is there because he is bad.
Calder or Klaus?
Did I say Klaus? I called
You
her.
said Klaus. I had a feeling you meant Calder.
I meant
Oh.
Calder.
I just felt the lingering hate.
I understand that. Go ahead. Sorry, Darby. You have alternatively.
I just said the old. I can't not be Scottish now. The alternative is we go after we get the armor, but then we would just not have a lot of time, and we would probably just have to meet Calder there. And I don't know that we want to do that.
I don't think we will have any time between picking up our armor and leaving with Klaus.
I'm
counter
with your names are getting the best of you.
Ren, Relm, Klaus,
You're keeping up with a lot of names. It's understandable. Well, but I think going to investigate should be safe enough. I mean, we're not useless without the armor. It's just we're a little squishy.
A little squishy.
Being a little squishy has been our downfall.
So what would you have us do then?
I don't know if we go, then there is a really good chance that Klaus could be there, and that man...
Is that what we want?
I think he's dangerous, so we have to go prepared, because I think that he has talents that we are not ready for. Because I cast a spell and he got rid of it as easy as it left my fingers.
The problem is we
teleported
Go ahead.
away, and he could do the same there. And there could be traps there. Not that I can't help with that, but
I as well. Like, I mean, if we go.
We just don't have time to prepare. We don't have time to prepare. Our armor is gone for 2 days. We don't have time to prepare.
I have a question out of character and a comment in character. Question out of character. How much is our armor class? Because I tried to look and it said like 11. Is it actually?
It's
For
gonna be about
you,
11.
yeah.
Shit. So I have like three hit points. But
wait, you
Should
have
be-
what?
It should affect
You should
your
have
hit
more
point.
than three hit points.
Yeah.
And
It's your AC that's affected. And it should be...
so it would be 3 AC then? Armor? For me, I mean. Because it says
Mine?
14
What kind of armor are you wearing?
light armor. Well, not now, none, but
Is it? Okay. Just to put it to perspective, I took off my leather armor and I only lost 2 AC points. So
yeah, I took off mine and I also lost.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, your
Like,
AC
we're
is
not-
10 plus your dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took off my leather armor and I lost 1.
10 plus dexterity. Okay, that makes sense.
And why is mine?
I
Right,
can't even
because
see
that
how
sheet
where to
builds.
take mine off. Wait, equipment. No, I can't
Oh
even see
no,
how to
armor's
take my
just
armor
holding y'all
off.
back. You just need to let it loose.
Be more naked.
Were I only my father's son?
If somebody says to let Vaughn loose one
My
more
father
time,
used to tell me that every day.
Oh
I
no.
think
Oh no.
Okay,
if this
but
farmhouse is in the same direction as where we're going, there is no reason that we can't stop along the way with Calder.
But do we want Calder breathing down our neck the whole time we're there? Because that's what he's going to do. He's going to stand all proud and be like, "Ugh," whatever he does. Do we
But
want
then
that
Klaus-
while we're there?
He's not.
If
And
we're
also,
on a-
Relm hates him.
I
hate him.
understand that people don't like him, but he's not as bad as you might think. Please
I
just
think
take
you
my
put a
word
lot
on
of
that.
trust into
That-
him.
I do for
while I'm in it-
reasons.
While Brynn, I am in agreement with you on that. I don't know if he's going to be as inclined to stop if we're on a mission being paid by him.
What's
There
the
is that
worst that
also.
could happen in asking ahead of time?
And well,
Let me just ring him up
If-
on my cell phone.
if we choose to go, I can I can sneak close while you guys stay back and see if I can look in through a window or something.
I am not afraid to go investigate as I am. Like, I'm not going to blow over in a strong breeze. I will be okay.
And that being said, if we were to wait and then go out with him, let's say we go with Calder and collect Klaus, would Calder be inclined to go back into the city to do something for us?
That's a fair point.
Probably not. It feels silly for us to sit and waste a day and a half when we could go investigate and do other things as well. The investigation might turn up things that we need to deal with before we leave.
Makes me nervous, but if that's what you all wish to do, then I shall go with you to make sure
I am
that
nervous as well.
we all don't die.
I am nervous as well, Brynn, but I think they may be right. We could even just look and watch from a distance and see if anyone enters or leaves. If it looks lived in, I don't know, but perhaps there are things to be gleaned.
It's also worth just rolling up and seeing what's happening.
All right.
See if the farmhouse is overrun, perhaps.
If it turns out to be a hornet's nest full of gross, nasty monsters, we can just leave.
All right, if you want to go, we can go. We'll have to go collect Eamon to somewhat make the trip shorter.
But first we feast.
I
But
would like to eat
first-
first, please.
And as
Yes.
you say that, somebody passing by overhears you and kind of sounds off with a rah, and that sort of flickers around through the crowd around you. We feast! And you realize you are out front of the Rickety Cricket, where you'd sort of unconsciously stopped to continue this heated argument, contained within yourselves. But there are people around you that are drinking with legs of bird meat while posted up outside, like at standing tables, just feasting and drinking. And the first we feast is the first thing that kind of clues you into the crowd you've accidentally wandered into. There is lively fiddle music coming from the building right to your left, as well as more chatter and more noise. And as you stop to sort of process, you realize just how rowdy it's gotten around you.
I hold all of my things really close to my chest, like my bag.
I'm going to send Yrsa into the air to fly around. I don't think she wants any part of this.
Probably for the best.
Can I see if I can
Join
gleam
whole
why
ass
it's
bird.
so rowdy here? Like, is it just the alcohol, or is there like something going on that maybe we haven't noticed yet?
Make a perception check.
Let's see. Not good. That's 11.
As far as you can tell, this is a busy tavern. People are rowdy because it's a lot of people and a lot of alcohol. During a time to celebrate. Okay, all right.
Bye,
Well-
Melody.
Shall we go inside?
I don't see why not.
Sure.
I will go inside.
I'm good. We're all going along with the group.
Yes.
Suspicious of everybody.
Let me fix this grievous mistake I have made.
Welcome back, Melody.
There we go. At the wrong window. God, 3 screens is so confusing.
Well, stop
You can
doing
pull up
that.
a screen.
So you enter the Rickety Cricket. It is a stout, muddy building that looks largely the same as every other building on the street. But as you enter, the air is heavy with the musk of wet and mud and ale. It's rowdy here. And there's laughters and cheers and whooping coming from tables scattered all about the dimly lit room, as well as the occasional thud of impact from one thing or another. Inside, the ceiling is low, also seems a little bit dirty, by crude, bent iron light fixtures that hang not quite far enough away from the ceiling to save it from scorch marks. It's packed in here, perhaps more so than usual, but everybody in the crowd, you noticed, seems to act very familiar with one another. You enter and go largely unnoticed in the crowd.
It reminds me of home.
Darby, if I'm gonna go really close to Darby and say, like, if a fight breaks out, we should leave.
We should. But there's a difference between a fight to kill and a friendly tavern brawl. But if a bad fight breaks out, we should leave. Yes, we should. We should absolutely.
But will does it only count when you use it?
No. If I get hit, I'm in it. I'm so sorry.
That's not reassuring at all.
Yes.
I'm not going to have I ever been known to go provoke a fight before?
I don't. It's not you that I'm worried about. It's these drunk people.
We jump as somebody else slams their cup down as we walk by.
Just keep me away from the drunk people. Speaking of, though, I'm going to go get a drink and something to eat.
Please.
As you go to head towards the bar, you're cut off by a short, stout, blonde bar wench holding atop impossibly high, stacked a pyramid of large pints of beer. And she's going, silver pence a drink. And then she almost seems to clue in that you said drink, and her head whips around first, and then her body follows. And she comes and brings that tray down and says, a pence, and starts looking at each of you. Pence? A pence?
One for each of us. One for each of us.
Ah. And she'll collect all your silver pences, and then very expertly start to destack that little pyramid pint glasses and distribute them to you one at a time. Giving you a little bit of a playful wink, a smile, and said, oh, be careful, when some starts to spill over. And she says, now you all enjoy, and wanders off into the crowd, and you can hear her still shouting. Hers and the voice of another one somewhere in this sea of heads and people. A pence! Pence for a pint.
What's a pence?
A
silver piece.
Okay. What's
a drink.
in this? What is in it?
It's just beer. It's ale. Drink it. Have a good time. Relax a little bit. Unwind. It's gonna be fine.
What does this taste like? Like, does it taste like ash?
Probably tastes like cheap beer. I don't know.
I'm sure it doesn't taste like ass.
Cheap beer. It's not terrible, but it is very a lot of hops, a little bit earthy. It's probably not made in the cleanest of barrels.
We hold ours out to Vaughn. I don't want it.
If you're handing him a drink, he's gonna take it.
she literally
And Vaughn is double
she took
fisting.
a drink. She took a drink, and it's like the face that she makes afterwards is just like scrunched up, and she doesn't know what to do about it. So the first thing she does is just hand it to Vaughn.
Vaughn's gonna take a deep breath, and then he's going to drink both of those immediately before taking another.
Oh,
I regret nothing.
Boy. Oh, slow down. What?
It's mid-afternoon. What are you doing?
I mean, that was it. It's just the two.
Yeah, I don't see an issue. I'm sipping my own equally enthusiastically.
So
It
what's
tastes
Vaughn's
gross.
constitution modifier?
That's gonna be a +1.
Okay. Just one?
Yeah.
Just one.
Rip. Vaughn doesn't
Drunk
even
for an
need
hour.
her, he's already dead.
Are we a little bit drunk over there?
Take a little sip.
He just wanted to show off the fact that he can do it. He can hold his breath indefinitely.
Nobody asked you to show us.
afterwards.
Look, he just had to do it though.
I
Nobody
respect
asked
you
you to
for that. That was very impressive.
I actually.
I'm just Scottish now. I can't help
All
it.
right. So you slam down those 2 drinks, Vaughn, and I need you to roll a 1d4.
Oh shit. One of these is a 1d4, I'm sure. There it is.
I'd give you guidance, but I don't know if it's an ability check.
1?
You just got a 1?
Yeah.
Okay, for the next hour, you have 5 temporary hit points. Advantage on charisma. Advantage on saving throws against fear.
Oh my god.
And advantage on charisma ability checks. You do
What
have...
I'm hearing is being drunk only gets good things.
You do have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity throws.
Okay.
And disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom skill checks.
Checks out.
So you've gotten very fearless, but also kind of dumb and clumsy.
I'll be honest. That
Par for the
reflects me in
course.
real life right now.
Yeah.
We're good.
Par for the course.
We are going to take a hefty swig of our drink.
Yeah, you all just watch Vaughn completely annihilate these 2 big pint glasses, probably the size of your face. Just one after another. And he seems to kind of like reset for a second. And Darby takes a hearty swig.
Are you good? You good, bud? You alright? You ready? To keep.
I'm good. It's gonna burp.
I'm
good.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
How do you drink that? It tastes terrible. It tastes terrible.
It does, yes, but the taste is not the purpose.
Agreed.
All right.
Oh,
Taking a hearty sip myself.
What is the purpose?
to get drunk.
And because
If you
Just
hadn't
enjoy
noticed
feeling.
over
Yeah,
this
fine.
last little while, she doesn't drink.
You've
Um,
never been
there's-
drunk before?
No.
Oh. Okay,
It
so
tastes
listen.
terrible.
I need you to do me a favor. But we have things to do today.
Oh, save
I'm
it,
not
but
doing
when
what he did just so
No,
that you
Technically, you
can-
have a day.
No, you don't have to do what I did, but it helps because it does taste terrible. You should drink it faster.
do you like wine? You like wine?
Do you like wine?
Would my mother ever have one? Maybe.
Yes, your family would be known to partake in probably the finer of vintages. It would have
try
been
and
mostly saved for celebration.
I could try and find you some wine and see if that goes down more smoothly.
I'm going to say no for now, because I feel like we have things we need to do. And I need to be coherent.
But
I
Is
suppose
that-
one of us should be.
is that a rain check on the wine?
I'm making no promises, and I'm gonna walk towards the bar to see if I can get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I shrug.
gently just take Bond around the shoulders and drag him to the bar to get food.
All right, so you all wander towards the bar, and it is busy. There are people that are mostly coming up, getting their drinks, and then wandering back into the crowd. There are waitresses that you can see that kind of part through the crowd with trays held above their heads. Some of drink, some of food. And as one of you, probably Darby, draws the most attention, just being tall and a little bit different.
Weird.
But your party is spotted, and eventually another barmaid comes up to the counter and says, "Oh, hi! What can I get for all of you?"
Food, meat, hopefully.
Food and
Okay.
meat we can do. Don't even worry about. For the each of you, it'll be a copper piece.
Okay.
So she
Sounds good.
collects all of your pennies, puts them right into her apron, and goes, "That'll just be a few minutes. Did y'all need anything else to drink?"
I would like one more, please.
Did you finish yours?
Maybe, yes, probably.
What's your constitution?
Plus
Your
two.
constitution modifier? Yeah.
Plus two.
2.
Oh.
I'm gonna get all the bad benefits. Don't worry.
No, you still feel fine. You ask for another drink and a piece of pint. She'll take a
Got it.
silver from you, and then once again, from a counter of basically never-ending pints of ale, she turns, grabs one, and just slams it down onto the counter for you. Says, enjoy, sweetheart.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anything for any of you? The ladies.
It takes
A
both
latte?
hands for me to drink mine, but I've done about half of it. I'm about halfway through. Like, not yet. Soon, I think.
She looks at Brynn and says, just a water?
Yes, please.
Come on, it's the festival. You should be celebrating.
I'm not a drinker.
He's finding it difficult to take down mead. Is there anything else on the table?
Do you have a nice wine?
Yes,
Perhaps a Shirley Temple.
Well, if
A
ale isn't to
Shiraz?
your taste, we do have some wine, and we're happy to water it down if that's a bit too much for you.
a little baby drink.
Yeah, you don't want to be left out for your friends.
Can
Don't
I
feel
roll
pressured,
something for this? Like, I can't make a decision.
Yes,
Yeah,
get her a wine. Get her a wine.
Just
Don't
she
worry,
doesn't
the
drink, if someone
decision's
will.
made. It's on the house. The rest of you, I think, will agree. A copper each, but hers is free.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
yes.
That'd be very kind. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So she'll collect all of your copper pieces, slide them again into her apron. And whether or not you finished your first pint, this decision has been made. And she's grabbing 1, 2 for Solace and Relm. And she grabs another one for you, Darby. And then for you, Brynn, she reaches back and she goes, and you see her go under the counter and pull out like a dark green bottle. She pops the cork, and somebody in the distance goes, "Hey!" as she pulls out a
Hey.
smaller glass and pours about half in, and gives it a bit of a quick sniff and says, "Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Nice and light, but if it's too strong for you, honey, just let me know. We'll put some ice in it or something."
Or hand it over.
you hand it to me. You don't hand it to him. You hand it to me, not him. Me.
What happened
He's-
to the whole I need to be coherent thing group? But
Well,
also
you're at
frankly,
a
you're very lovely.
festival. You're at a festival. All of you let loose a little bit. Didn't you know there's heroes in town? Celebrate.
Who's in town?
Us! We are the heroes, are we not?
Oh,
We
are
might-
The whole thing.
Are we
Be
the
those
heroes?
that you're
We
talking
might be
about.
those heroes.
Guys,
Are you the
There's that-
heroes? The one that
there's that
participated in the big old opening?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are!
Oh, well, that just calls for more drinks. You guys enjoy it. When you're
It
ready for your
sure
next
does.
round, it's on me.
Brynn, if it makes you feel better, it will take us a couple hours to get there, so we can,
We can
ride
just
it
be
off.
drunk in the cart. That's what we
Yes!
We can take a nap in the cart and sleep it off.
I finished the rest of my first drink as they're talking because this sounds
Your
like fun.
Constitution modifier?
0.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You, after finishing that drink, you slam it down and go. And immediately, you have 5 temporary hit points, advantage on charisma skill checks, advantage on saving throws against fear, and advantage on charisma ability checks. You do, however, have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity saving throws, and intelligence and wisdom skill
Oh.
checks.
I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna start singing. I'm gonna immediately feel the urge to start singing. And
So
I do that.
you
I'm good at that.
slam down your drink and you feel this warmth and energy surge
Yes.
up through your body and out through your fingertips. And so you start to belt out a song. Please make a performance check at disadvantage. I believe that's
Wait.
charisma.
Wait, but yes,
But Christmas advantage.
advantage.
Oh, sorry. Yes, advantage. Might be.
Yes. Okay. I was like,
Might
wait
be
a minute.
advantage.
I would not have felt the urge to sing if I was not feeling charismatic.
Might be.
No worries. All right.
looking
so
at the
that
wrong
is
table.
Performance at advantage. So, wish me luck, guys.
Good luck.
I believe in you.
That is a 16.
Okay. So with 16, you throw your head back and start. What do you start to sing? What kind of song?
Well, first I hop up on the bar. Like I'm not standing on it, but I'm sitting on it, because otherwise no one can see me because I'm not a
As
big
you do
person.
that, your barmaid clears your empty glass out of the way and makes sure your pint is clear and steps back and gives you a little clap.
It is going to be a folk tune, but it is in a dialect of our kind of native language. So it would be kind of maybe it would be like singing in Celtic, like if someone was started belting out a folk song in Celtic. That's what she's doing, and it's like a ballad, but like a silly ballad. So she's kind of like smiling at the funny part. So you get even people who don't speak it get the impression that this is funny.
And you do feel that, like, around you, the crowd starts to stomp their feet. You draw a little bit of a semicircle at the bar of people stomping and clapping along to the sound of your voice. They don't necessarily understand what you're saying. Darby, you might pick up a word or two. It's close enough to Isolation that some of the words and sounds sound familiar. It's just the dialect isn't quite right. So of the crowd, you're probably picking up the jokes that the others are missing, but they're all still kind of alive with the tune, and it's lively. You finish your song, there is a smattering of applause, and someone from the back says, "Get her another drink!" And you settle back amongst yourselves.
Yes, and I accept my second drink, but I sip this one.
You sip this one. Okay.
For now.
I'm gonna finish my first drink.
Okay, what's your constitution modifier?
I've looked at that first. Constitution +2.
+2. All right. So with your first drink, you're still feeling fine.
Good.
You and me, Relm. We're the sober ones. It's just you and me.
And why?
You and me against
and why
one
are
of-
you?
And why am I? Exactly. And
Really?
I second drink.
Well, I think I should stay not drunk, just in case there's some sneaking or something. I'd sneak better not drunk.
You
Van
could
and
be
Solace
our
are like
designated
laughing and
driver.
giggling and like, no, you stop. No, you stop.
I'm going to sip my wine out of my glass. It's very ginger.
I am going to get caught up in the moment and finish my second drink.
So you're finishing
I
your
cheer for
second
you.
drink?
I'm
I'm sorry, your con mod was +3?
+2.
+2. Okay, I got that wrong. You are still fine.
Okay.
See, now I want to finish my second. No.
Yeah, I'm like sitting on my little bar stool going, "Hey, Darby."
How's
Yeah,
this
you watch
wine
Darby
taste?
throw back another drink, and Solace gives little claps of celebration. And Brynn, watching all of this, you're kind of trying not to be as affected by their energy as you are, so you just sip your wine a little bit, and it's not bad. It's nothing like the vintages you're used to, but it's light. It's a little bubbly, and it doesn't taste anything like the ale, so that's an immediate improvement.
Okay. You just sip. You just sipping. We're
And you
not
keep
Can I get
downing
one
it.
more over here?
So your next one comes on the house.
We are
What is
heroes.
Vaughn
We're
doing
not
in this?
going today.
Is Vaughn just placed on the floor right now?
Is he?
I mean, Vaughn's still living his drunk high, but
I mean, yeah, once the third drink comes around, he'll look at it and he'll sip this one a little bit slower because he's got some kind of semblance of responsibility in the back of his brain, but he is definitely just vibing along with Solace's tunes.
Yeah, I'll probably continue playing just more quietly. Like I'll actually take out my dulcimer and just continue playing.
I'll bring out my flute and I'll join you. I'll just match whatever tune you pick.
make a performance check, Relm.
Oh boy, what dice should I use for this?
There's no advantage for you. You're not drunk.
I'm
Sure,
trying
no
to be dead.
I'm a fun drunk. It's cool. I am not yet a
oh.
maudlin drunk.
Natural 20! Fuck!
Natural 20. So, Solace, you are once again drumming up a tune from your childhood, something that you remember being played for you and your sister while you were on the beaches together. And it's lively and it's fun and it's a little carefree, and it surprises you suddenly to hear a flute or a flautist specifically pick it up so naturally, but you look over and you see Relm, and he's playing on his flute, and he's found your key, and he's matching your notes. It's not all perfect, but it sounds like it could be if you didn't know any better. And as the two of you play and you are hyped along by the three of your comrades, you notice at first you have a bit of a crowd hyping you up and enthusiastically following your tune, but they begin to disperse, their attention pulled by other things or other drinks. And you find a little slice of relative privacy. Vaughn, your world is a little bit lighter than you're used to, and you're used to a pretty light world.
You said they were all sitting like pretty much alone now?
Not alone.
Not
There's
like-
definitely still people around you. They just stop paying as much attention to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are no longer the center of attention because of your performance. They've all kind of lost interest and gone about their business again.
Whenever like a song ends, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Disgusting.
Could have done better, it's true.
I'm going to just say, if any of you wondered, my name is not Ren. I just wanted to clear that up. It's Relm. I was just wanted to see if she was could catch that I was lying. Anyways, just wanted to be sure that we were all on the same page.
I appreciate. Oh, go ahead.
No, yours was better.
No.
What color is? So, are you wearing the underwear thing? Is it gray? Is it not? I'm confused by it. That's a lot of clothes to wear that everyone wears. It's so much clothes.
Back to the underwear.
It really is. It's.
That was true. Yeah, that was true. But
You should diversify your
information.
wardrobe. Get a little bit of
Next
color in there. You might feel more confident.
Um.
So it's spoken a little bit too loud. Like there's speaking volume and then there's Vaughn's volume.
So Solace takes a big sip of her beer, probably a little too big, and just like, and she kind of gestures at Brynn and she says, "If you want to know, I don't mind."
Okay. I'm going to take out the little pieces of paper from my pocket and I'm going to cast Mending on the message.
And while she's revealing it, Solace is kind of holding up her mug and like sipping it, and her cheeks are turning red. But she's holding it up like to hide her face.
So you watch as Brynn puts those little pieces on the bar top in front of her, and she casts something that has a magic, drawing those pieces together and sealing all the little cracks, even restoring what pencil smudges may have come off while being transferred or in Brynn's pocket, and that it once again clearly becomes a tiny little piece of paper with a few little words scrawled on it. Brynn, what do you do?
I'm waiting for the message.
I'm gonna read it.
All right, hold on.
Brynn picks it up and holds it to herself to read first.
Let me find. I don't think I DM'd you before. Hold on, I have to find you.
Definitely not. Really? I feel
I
like
might
I've
be
yelled at
drunker
you
than
before.
Vaughn right now. To be honest.
Yelled at me before.
I feel like I've yelled at you before.
So
Like, this is a rocket.
No, we have not DM'd each other before. Actually, we're not even friends.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
well, they sort that out.
No.
The
Okay,
barmaid
that's it.
comes back
Fine.
and says, I hear one of you got your drinks. Y'all ready for your next round?
Darby's gonna throw back whatever's left of theirs and say yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
I
So
needed.
you're
if
finishing your third drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brynn's face.
So you, Darby, are also granted
Sick.
temporary hit points, 5 of them. Advantage on charisma skill checks and ability checks, and advantage on saving throws made against fear.
wait. What's the advantage on?
Charisma,
Okay.
skill and ability checks.
Okay.
An advantage on saving throws made against fear.
What has happened on this day?
Nothing.
Disadvantage
Don't worry about it.
on wisdom and dexterity saves. Int and whiz skill checks.
Int. A little bit int.
Is Vaughn finishing his drink or is he sipping?
He's sipping.
He's sipping. Okay. Is
don't think
Relm
we're getting-
finishing his drink?
Depending on the answer to this, I don't think we are getting anything done for the rest of the day.
We're going on a journey after this.
Do plenty.
We sure
Like
are
I've never
not.
been drunk before. I can do so many things. I can be Scottish. I can be
So,
anything.
so no
We're going on a
armor
whole fucking journey after
and
this.
entirely intoxicated.
Not
Par for the course,
entirely.
honestly.
We could get more
Could, yeah.
intoxicated.
You
We
are
could. We could
absolutely
get
going
more.
to get more intoxicated because people
Oh,
keep
we
handing
are.
you drinks and then you say yes.
Because we're
Do
the
we
heroes
not-
of the city. We're supposed to be drinking.
Yes,
I
we
haven't
are.
finished it. I start drinking my drink again.
I genuinely just like put
Do
my
we-
head in my
Do
hand.
we not deserve a little, just a moment of happiness?
I lean over and I rest my head on Brynn's
we-
shoulder.
We can have happy,
Brynn,
but
what did the
not-
note
we
say?
can't be professional while we have happy.
It doesn't matter what the note said.
You were curious about it. I'm now curious too. What does the
Oh,
note
now I am
say?
curious.
Do you
Don't
remember
worry
when you
about
were
what
really
the
mad
note
that
said.
people were keeping secrets from you?
Yes,
And now
Yes.
but
you're
this
keeping
is
them from other
this
people?
this secret is for girls only.
Oh, well,
What?
joke's on you. I'm
We're
neither
talking
and
about
both. So
yes,
what's the
you're
secret?
it's new.
Solace hops down
No.
off of her stool and announces
No.
loudly that she has to pee. And leaves for a few minutes.
You hear in the distance as you announce that, me too, let's go together!
I make
And you
Yes,
find a
please.
bathroom buddy.
yes.
It's like
I
when all the
do.
girls
We-
meet up in the bathroom at the club.
We
It's
are
true.
immediately like aware of where Solace is going with a stranger. Just like, oh no.
I'm offering her lip gloss as we're walking.
Oh my god, thank
And
you. Your
I'm like,
hair looks stunning.
yeah.
Oh my god, did you do that yourself?
Yes, it just
Oh my
goes like this.
god.
Like, oh, you know what? You got a little. Oh, I got it. It's fine. Yeah, there you go. It's
Oh my
better.
god, thank you so much. Like, I don't think I've ever had a friend like you.
I know. We should talk. We should talk.
We should totally. I'm gonna give you my address, and you should
Okay.
come visit me.
I will.
needs to do something.
Be careful. There's like someone right there on the floor. You know. Oh yeah. You should.
Steps very
in those
carefully over.
shoes,
It's
yeah.
fine. This happens all the time.
Right. Got it. Look. Just like I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. It's
Okay.
It's like kind
Okay.
of yeah. And she kind of leans in and whispers something.
She leans in as well.
Yeah. And whispers in her ear. Yeah.
Oh my
Note.
god! Oh my god, that's amazing!
No,
I'm
but it's
so happy
fine.
for you.
Yeah, it's fine though. It's I should get back.
Yeah, no, it's
I
okay.
should,
Hang on, and
what
she
else
like
is it?
fixes your
Yeah.
little hair a little bit. No, great.
I
It looks stunning. You
I
look
hold out my
amazing.
hand and I offer her my quill so she can write her address on my hand.
She like, sorry, the ink dried out a little bit. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And she just scrawls a street name that you're not sure you've ever seen before. A name
Oh.
that may or may not be hers. You're still not super sure.
Yeah.
But like
I
she's
don't-
written things. She goes, so
I
like,
don't think that's a letter, but okay.
no, it's okay. Come see me. Come see me.
Yeah.
You'll come see me, right?
I will. I love you.
Okay. Okay. I love you too. Oh my god.
Okay.
Go have
Okay,
the
bye.
best night. Okay. Bye.
But,
Then you both stumble into your
Yeah.
opposite corners.
to happen to me someday. Like in real life, I want that to happen to me
It's the
someday.
best. It's the best. Drunk bathroom meetups are the best until someone slips in the puke, and then it's less fun.
Have you never had a bathroom meetup? They're great.
It's really.
They're awesome.
I don't think I have.
Just go into the bathroom with a bunch of find some drunk chick, but when no one's puking, and then just ask for a tampon. That's all you have to do, and then you'll it's bonding forever.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm good.
Or like if you just be like, hey, I want to take a picture of us, then you both go into the bathroom with a mirror, and then you just take a picture in the mirror.
Also, a big trigger is, oh my god, I feel like I look like a mess, or I feel like I look really cute.
Yeah,
Either one will get them going.
And then it's like, I love your shoes. I love
And even
your
you
shoes.
can borrow like ibuprofen. Like, does anybody have an ibuprofen? That's
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So anyways, Solace has made a drunk bathroom friend that she
Yay!
had bonded with immediately and then parted with perhaps forever.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Never know.
She wanders back to join your party.
I was giving them plenty of time if they wanted to continue teasing about things. Just to be clear,
Yes.
she did not actually have to pee.
Oh,
Yes. In the interim, was there anything you were doing in Solace's absence?
Having my head in my hands and going, we're not going anyway.
And as you say that, you hear the voice of, "Ma'am, you look like you're having a rough time. Can I help you with another drink?"
I think our one drink is still like half full.
Doesn't change a thing.
Down
You
it.
should definitely get
Down
another
it.
drink.
I'm gonna
Down
down
it.
my second one
And
also.
Get another drink.
I'm all right. I'm still working on my first,
You-
but thank you. You're
Get her
lovely.
Well-
another drink.
You are heroes, and I did say the next one was on the house, so I'll just leave this here. And she slides a second glass to you.
Thank
And
you.
if you don't drink it, sweetheart, that's okay. I'm sure your friends will help, but I just want you to have it just in case I'm too busy to help you.
Oh, thank you so much.
before you-
I'll hand her a silver.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. You didn't have to do that, but she definitely just whoop right into her apron. All right, y'all just flag me down. Are you all good for drinks?
I will
Yeah,
take
I'm
the
still
third.
sipping mine. I'm not. It's maybe half
Okay,
one.
so Relm, you've finished your second, asking for a third.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
So, Relm, you
You're not.
gained 5 temporary hit points. Advantage on charisma skill checks and ability checks.
You did it.
Advantage
Yeah.
on saving throws made against fear.
But you stupid.
But you're clumsy and stupid.
I've always
Oh, Realm does not want to be clumsy.
It doesn't matter right now, Relm. You put that glass down and that bar wench says, "Anybody else want another drink?" And you go, "Yes." And you get your next drink. And you're not really worried about how clumsy you might be. You feel weightless for the first time in a long time. And it's a nice feeling. You've always
You
done a
go,
lot of
"Whoop."
worrying. It's nice to not worry for a while.
Bond's gotta levitate.
I
So
just
as
look-
that other drink is slid in front of you, you start to think, I feel light. And then you look over and you see Vaughn about 4 feet off the floor, just kind of chilling.
I go.
And you think, I don't
"Whoa."
feel as weightless as that guy.
Whoa. Could you always do that?
I think I've done it once or twice.
Oh,
I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna grab
Oh.
his arm and just see, and then think levitate, and just see if anything happens.
You grab his arm, you think levitate. Go ahead and just roll a wisdom check. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay, which
Yeah.
ones do I want to use? Okay, I'm gonna use. Oh, I'm gonna use that one, and I'm gonna use that one. Oh God. Okay. 8. Wait, 8, and what am I adding?
Your
My-
wisdom. Just your wisdom modifier.
Oh, that would be 3. So, 11.
So you pull and you think levitate, and you do feel light, but you open your eyes and you're just basically holding Vaughn's hand.
Like
Nothing more of
Oh.
consequence happened. You just grabbed his hand,
Like kite.
shut your eyes, and opened them again. And he's still right there, levitating.
You guys are really sweet. It's really sweet. You look so
Fly
happy.
away.
It's
Is he
pretty
gonna fly away?
cute.
I'm gonna hold on to him.
I know.
Hold on to him.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't want him to
So,
fly away.
holding on. Brynn,
Brynn, aren't they
your
aren't they
party
cute?
around you
aren't they
Is
cute?
freaking out.
are chattering and seem to be giggling and happy. And it seemed to happen very fast. What are you doing?
Did happen
Is
very
it like a
fast.
naturally fast? Are they trying to get everyone drunk? Anyway, sorry. I'm drunk.
In a
Would it
pub?
be unnaturally fast?
I mean, it seems unnaturally fast because you just got here and sat down and suddenly everybody's loopy, but they have slammed back drinks. So
Yeah, fair. Okay.
it's probably been about half hour, 45 minutes since you sat down.
Oh boy. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
You got handed a drink as you walked in, which most of you had finished and decided you wanted another at
So
the bar.
that was, yeah,
That's
that was
voted
absolutely
two.
gonna hit you.
I understood.
Yeah.
I understand.
And y'all have eaten nothing, so...
You've not
Oh.
super eaten all day.
Food.
We ordered food like a
Yes.
Food.
I still
You
think I'm
ordered
probably
food.
drunker than Vaughn is, to be honest with you.
You deserved it. You
I
earned it.
am
Who's drunker than Vaughn?
I'm so sober.
Ethan.
I'm so sober.
I'm
Okay,
vegan.
now's the time. In character, not a character drunk. Who you gonna make a pass on? Check the bar for hotties.
Hang on a second. Before we
Yes.
make that pass,
No.
I will say the waitress does come out and distribute food. So at
Yes.
least you have something to eat.
Yes.
It does seem to be essentially mass fried bird legs. So it's drumstick or a wing that's just easy to pick up by the bone and gnaw a piece off. Brynn, it's probably a little bit unsettling to you and probably very greasy, but it's food and it smells good, and everybody else seems to be quite stoked to see it.
I asked
As
for
this is
a fork.
dropped off,
I asked
and
for a
people
fork.
start grabbing things easily off the platter, you do gently ask for a fork. Of course, dear. And she produces a fork and a knife. They're wood and crudely carved, but they
Yeah.
are still utensils.
Yay.
And she looks at all of you and seems to see a bit of a haze on your face and says, "Y'all having a good night?"
Do you have any bread?
"Oh, sweetie, we
Love
have
bread.
so much bread. Let me
I
get you
would
some
like-
bread.
Thank you. I want a
So
bowl.
much bread. Does
Yeah.
anybody want one more?"
Yes.
I
Not
will have
yet.
one more.
I am still this one, but I
Can I
roll
have-
bread.
have, like rope?
You want a rope, sweetheart?
I want to make sure he doesn't fly away when it's time.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
fly
wow, I
away.
understand. That is strange. I'll
I'm
see
just
what we
chilling.
have. In the meantime,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna fly
bring...
away.
Even I am not that drunk, and I'm like, it's Relm, it's okay.
I feel
it's
like
okay.
he's
there's-
the lightweight. Like it seems very
Yeah.
possible.
He
that
literally
Relm
is
a
actually
lightweight.
like
a
is-
lightweight.
Relm somehow
Yeah.
got stoned. Okay, like that's the problem. We're all drunk, and Relm somehow
Relm
got
got-
stoned.
Realm got a different kind of fucked up than we were ready for.
I mean, like
So,
his
was
kind
anybody
of drunk
watching
reminds
Relm's
me of
drink?
Rhiannon's kind of drunk. So like,
That's a very
I-
helpful drunk.
it's a very helpful drunk.
So
It's okay.
she...
The ceiling's right there. The ceiling is right there. It's
Yeah,
okay.
he's not going far, sweetheart. He's
You're
gonna be fine. All right, now let me get
Thank
y'all some bread. You got some meat. Make sure y'all are eating. And I
Maybe
heard
some
you guys
water.
wanted some drinks and some water. We'll bring out both.
Oh, good. Why?
What do we
Yes.
need water for? We got the,
Specifically
we got
for
the ale.
you.
But we
So
got
you don't-
ale.
That's not.
I feel like Relm might have a headache tomorrow if he doesn't drink some water.
Alright, so
That's-
we're not
you should
going
always-
anywhere.
Need the
We're
water,
not
yeah.
going to a farmhouse.
I mean,
Water.
I'm
You
used
should
to
always
head
drink some
and
water.
worries.
Alright, well, I'm going to
Ethan,
turn
you should
around
drink
in
some
my
water.
seat, and I'm going to look out over the crowd, and I would like to see if there is anybody, like, suspiciously watching us, and/or is there a drow in the room?
Make a
Are there
perception
any
check.
blizzards? Are there any hotties?
Yeah,
I-
Blizzards and hotties check.
I'm about to pee my pants.
All the hotties at the bar, yo!
Hey!
If I'm indoors, do I still get disadvantage?
No.
Sweet.
Oh, I do have water.
16, 22.
Okay. So you turn around and you glance through the crowd, and what you see are a lot of strange and unfamiliar faces. Faces from all walks of life. You see people who look like they may have come from money. Their faces are powdered. Their makeup is done. You see people who probably worked all day and have arrived here. They're muddy and dirty, fingernails caked with dirt, face streaked with sweat. You see people that look as normal as you want to feel sometimes, but nobody really stands out. It just looks busy.
Okay. We're going to sigh, and we'll turn around and have a dejected drink of our wine.
All right. What's your constitution modifier?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
I haven't finished it. She's literally like teeny tiny sips. Like it
was
tiny sips.
half done a while ago. And you just said another drink. Not a sip. You said drink.
Doing sip.
It's not a
So
big
this
glass.
is, like one of your
It's
first
not a big
alcohol.
glass, so it
It's not a big
shouldn't
glass.
really- And she's
Your
had wine
constitution
before.
is
Oh, yeah,
what?
right. So-
It's not a big glass, but your constitution is 0. So,
All right, we
as you turn around and get a little bit discouraged, you try and bury your discouragement in a drink of wine, and you realize it's just about gone. And when you realize that, Brynn, you feel the surge of energy and find yourself imbued with 5 temporary hit points, advantage on charisma, skill, and ability checks, advantage on saving throws made against fear, but disadvantage against wisdom, dexterity, intelligence, and wisdom skill checks. The world just seems a little off balance to you. But, you know, it could be worse.
Do you
All right.
understand the appeal yet?
No, I don't like it.
You don't
I
like
wave
it?
a hand. Are you?
Solace waves.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay?
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Having fun. Are you having fun?
Not really.
Brynn, have you ever had fun?
Yes.
When? When was the last time you had fun?
When I was... Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one.
The amount of time you have to think about it is very alarming to me.
Really, I think the point stands.
I poke
It's not,
fun. I'm like,
things are not about fun for me. Things are not
But-
about being lively and drinking my worries away.
They
you could.
be though.
They
Have you
can't
tried?
be.
Have you
Why?
But why
tried
aren't
to have
they?
fun?
Just for a night.
I'm not here for fun. I'm not here for it. Why am I
But
being so
we're-
honest? What is
We're
happening?
gonna see, but that's like the whole thing.
So you're going to be here for another, and I look at Vaughn, I look at the others, and I'm like, at least another hour. Okay, so you could be, and I just sort of gesture generally to her, or you could dance. Do you want to dance? We could dance. You should dance.
What was this?
You
What is
You're-
this?
you-
dance. Don't worry about
You-
it.
well, you
Dance.
look,
Just
you look,
dance.
you just don't look happy, and I just would like you to
I'm
be
not
happy.
happy because this isn't my scene. This isn't what I do. This isn't
And-
something
and-
I've ever done. If I do drink, I drink in the company of people I really don't like.
But you like us, don't you like us?
Yes, I do
So
like
maybe
you all.
leave.
I'm going to drink a water. I don't want any more of this. I don't.
But would you like to dance?
No, I don't want to dance. But thank you.
Solace. Would you like to dance with me?
I'm going
She looks
to stand up as soon as the...
And
Did she
she,
bring
like,
the water?
adds-
Yeah, you have water and a backup wine.
I'm
She has
going to
been
pick up the
steadily
water.
supplying you with drink.
I'm gonna
Solace
pick up
has
the water
never
and
been
I'm gonna
happier.
walk out the front door.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So Brynn leaves.
Vaughn is gonna follow, but he's
Okay.
gonna have to I gotta just push himself along the roof to get along there because he's still levitating.
Okay.
It's like he
You
overinflated himself.
Did ask for another drink. Are you finishing it?
I will take it with me, but I'm sipping on it.
Okay. Darby,
take
you
it
also
with me.
asked for another drink. Are you finishing it?
We're
No, 'cause
dancing.
I've asked
Yeah.
someone to dance, so
Okay.
I forgot
Yeah.
about the drink.
Relm, are you finishing your drink?
I'm gonna remain sitting at the. Yeah. I'm gonna watch them go, and then I'm gonna look at Solace and Darby, and then I'm gonna just stay there and tip at my third drink.
Solace, are you having anything more to drink?
I'm going dancing. No,
Okay.
this is like I am invested now. I'm sure this is going to be a good time regardless.
So, Relm, you sit and you watch as your two northern friends kind of sift into the crowd and find a spot with enough space to move, kind of in the area of people that are close to a little fiddle player. And they start to dance. If you could both give me performance checks with advantage.
Hey!
Sweet.
yeah, with advantage. Oh,
Oh my
boy.
god!
Oh my god.
It's wonderful.
Believe. Actually, I'm switching. You know what?
Ha!
I'm rolling
That's
this
of an
dice.
angel.
Oh,
I rolled a nat 20.
24. Did
You got a
get
what?
20?
I rolled a nat 20.
I got a 24. Dirty 24. It was a 19.
So
Yes.
the two of you step out,
Wonderful.
you weave through the crowd together, and it's not as daunting as it might usually be, considering how thick the crowds are and how thin of a crowd you are used to. You're kind of focused on each other, and you find a little corner of the bar all to yourself, and you tune into the sound of the fiddle and the guitarist and the drummer pounding away on skins with his bare hand. And you find the beat together, and almost without talking, your dance becomes not just the thoughtless, drunk bouncing. You both call upon dances you've learned from your heritage and are a little taken back by how similarly they match, and you can find a rhythm very easily with one another, where you are not dancing the same way these other drunk patrons are. You're dancing the way drunk northerners do. It is rhythmic, there is a pattern to it, but you are doing it with smiles, and you are casting your arms out, you are spinning, and you are mirroring each other, and truly you both feel seen and safe for the first time in a while.
Aww. This is perfection.
Relm, you get the little joy of seeing two people really click in a place where they haven't seemed to click for quite a while. And you may feel a little bit envious for a second, but it doesn't last. Brynn, you exit the bar and kind of have to, if not bounce your way off other patrons, certainly have to jerk out of the way so you don't collide. You storm instinctively towards the water. And Vaughn, go ahead and just give me a blanket dexterity check. At disadvantage, please.
12.
12. So you kind of bounce a little bit off patrons, but be it the smile you wear on your face or just your overall charm, nobody is very much bothered by you. They let you go about your way. ricocheting off people as you need to, until you're both more in open air.
I just go until, like, I have enough room to myself. Like, I just don't want, like, to be squished in people. And take a heavy drink of my water.
Okay.
Are we still under a roof?
No.
No, locked out. Are you floating away? Okay, bye.
Nope. Nope. But he's gonna levitate over, and then he's gonna disconnect that so that he slowly falls to the ground in front of her, and then he says, "You didn't care to dance?"
I'm startled by the fact that he fell from the sky.
It was a graceful-ish fall.
Yeah.
He landed on his
Still,
feet like a cat.
I don't even know how you managed to do that, having as many drinks as you did.
It's genetic. Don't know what else to tell you.
Alright. No, I didn't care to dance. I don't dance.
Well, have you ever tried?
I said I don't dance. I didn't say I didn't know how to dance.
I said that makes all the difference when you're with a partner. So why don't you come on back in and have a good time with us, unless you are content to stay out here, in which case I can stay out here with you. But either way, you're not just walking off alone.
I'm clearly ruining the good time.
I didn't think so.
I'm not as carefree as all of you are. I've never been allowed to do such things. This is not me.
Sure. Yeah, just because you haven't been doesn't mean you can't be.
It's not appealing to me to drink until I'm completely inebriated.
Well then, don't drink.
They keep pushing it on me, though. I don't want it, but apparently if I don't, it's bad? The only thing my mother ever let me do is I would drink wine in these parties of hers, and it would only ever be during those celebrations. I don't drink for fun. It's not a good memory for me. Then again, not a lot of things are good memories for me, but...
Okay. If you don't feel comfortable drinking heavily or moderately or to any degree that you're uncomfortable with, please don't let us pressure you into doing so. And I will respect your wishes if you truly wish to not drink. But would you share the dance with me sober?
Yes, all right. But you're not exactly sober.
I don't have to be.
And I might also, from that wine, I'm a little bit of a lightweight, but that's beyond the point. So we're both not sober.
Okay. If you don't want to dance, you don't have to dance.
I'm just waiting for you to come up with another reason to dance, but fine, we can go dance.
Okay, say no more, then off we go. And then he's gonna take her hand and then take her off.
She looks like
off the ground.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say, where are you
embarrassingly not
going?
happy.
Are you going back into the pub, or are you staying where you are?
Unless she pulls back, he's gonna take her hand and take her back into the pub and try to dance.
Brynn, would you say you're afraid right now?
A little bit, yeah.
Go ahead. and roll a charisma saving throw
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay. 15.
So with a 15, you're still a little bit apprehensive. This is very strange, and you had just stormed off from this crowd. You're worried about what they will think when you walk back in. But you walk back in, towed by Vaughn, and are equally surprised and confused that no one seems to pay you much mind. And as much as it is unusual, it's a little comforting to be anonymous, because it's easy for you and your dance partner to find a quiet little slice of the tavern and find the beat of the fiddle and the drums and the guitar. And it's not quite anything you're used to. It's not structured, it's not performative, but it's just to the beat, and it's carefree, and it's very much like your dance partner.
The dance is probably a little odd for her, so it probably, like, she's probably trying to follow Vaughn's lead because she's used to things closer to, like, waltzes / partner dances, nothing, like, upbeat.
And I think Vaughn would surprise her with knowing a high-class ballroom dance.
Yeah.
And that is true. As you seem uncomfortable with just the nature of the dance of the crowd around you and try and slip into what you know, you find Vaughn is able to match you. He knows these dances. He's done them before.
What? This doesn't exactly go with the music, but not that I'm complaining. Where did you learn to dance like this?
My mother.
Your mother?
We used to travel to all these lands, and she would show me these dances from all these places she's been.
And
I thought this might be more at home for you.
was a lucky guess. Not that we talk much, but my mother and father also taught me to dance.
I can see you pick up the moves well for someone who was very hesitant to come on the dance floor.
You do realize that this dance doesn't match the beat at all.
I wouldn't care in the least, would you?
It's what I'm comfortable with, as long as people aren't staring at us. Are people staring at us?
You take a quick glance. Not really. They all seem a little bit more involved in their own thing to notice yours.
Do we notice where we're dancing?
Make a perception check.
Do I also make it?
Are you
Did I
looking?
make one as well?
I'm gonna look
That
for
is a
Relm.
nat 20.
Where's Relm in all of this? That's what I
Hang
want.
on. Hang on. Dancing bitches looking at other dancing bitches.
Yes,
yes.
Perception is a wisdom.
Yeah.
Perception is a wisdom.
Yeah, roll a disadvantage.
Ah, shit. That nat 20, though.
It was very
that's
nice.
a 9. Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay, so
I'm so sad
you
now.
may catch the glimpse. Could be Brynn, but doesn't matter. You're in your moment.
That's fair. That's fair.
Was Darby looking? Sorry.
I want to go grab Relm and drag him into all of this as well. Whether he
Alright.
wants to come or not.
No, it's okay. I like
What
watching
I
that.
need you to do,
You're coming in.
first of all, is to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. That's
Maybe I'm
fair.
not even there anymore. You don't know.
That's an 18.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So while you notice your dance partner's attention kind of shift, you think, oh yeah, there's other people. And look back towards Relm, and you manage somehow, despite your state, to spot him through the crowd. And as you start in his direction, you notice there's someone beside him. Relm, you are so focused on your friends. It's a little harder for you than it might usually be to hear the sound of somebody settling in the stool beside you. But you feel something sharp tap you twice on the shoulder. Just a little prick. And you hear, well, hey, it's good to see you again.
It's the Blizzard!
And you turn your head and see the hooded face. So much of it obscured in shadow, but you can see a little smile with pointed incisors and sharp teeth. And vivid blue eyes with slit pupils. Been looking for you. And that's where we're gonna
Of course it is.
Punch the
Motherfucker.
Hey, remember when you were looking for the Clizzard, but the Clizzard found you?
Yeah.
The Clizzard was with you the whole time.
The Clizzard was with you the whole
Clizzard was just-
time.
The Clizzard was just the friends we made along the way.
The Clizzard were just the dances we hadn't done.
Just waiting for a time somebody was alone.
Oh.
Oh.
You're alone with the Clizzard, and that is
You are
definitely
alone with
an
the Clizzard.
Amazon
No,
romance
Alone
novel.
in a huge crowd, and
Taking
only
by
that
the
big
Clizzard.
dumb fuck has noticed.
Only
I
one
ship
drunk
it.
bitch has noticed.
luckily,
Darby was going to drag Relm over to dance.
He was
He
looking.
was.
Darby
Yeah,
saw.
and like they
Yeah,
looked
he sees.
over just in time to see
That was
that
perfect.
Relm is starting an interaction all his own. But we will get into that next time we play. Perhaps in a couple weeks, if all goes well with everybody. And we'll get back into routine again. Thank you all for a wonderful introduction back
Thank
into the new
you.
year and campaign as it is.
You, that's fun.
I look forward to the next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Sleep
night.
well. I'll see you
Bye.
again. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.